so let's begin.
Oh yeah, I
Previously on The
forgot.
Great Escape, um, after you dealt with this situation in Calise and gather the thoughts. Okay. So in the previous session, the party made it to Calise with the two Russian special forces uh, people that
Tried
uh,
to kill us.
yeah, that tried to kill you and call in a mortar strike on your campsite, but crisis averted.
Oh, what the fuck?
Um,
Was I not here for that?
Possibly not. I don't remember by this point because it's been several weeks.
yeah, but yeah, that they did not call in the artillery strike, so crisis averted. Two of them were captured, and they called back to Calise to explain the situation of the dirty bombs hidden in the city. The party made it to Calise safely. They met a Russian Major Alex, yeah, words, Alexeyevna. I think I butchered that name, but yes. Um, you explained the situation. You had the CIA Seaburn team go in and defuse the bombs. While the NPCs were handling that, the party, on the other hand, had to deal with a possible um it was a rabies infection that
Oh yeah.
Was it
had
actually
been
rabies or were people just making jokes about it?
um well, there's an animal attack and it could have been rabies, but you managed to get the antivirals in time for the not to be that and all horribleness. There's a brief discussion about zombies, I believe, just out of character idle chatter. And then the party went to a local hospital in Calise, dealt with a possible group of rabid wild dogs that had been eating a diseased carcass of a moose, and the animals were put down. You found the rabies vaccines and brought them to the Russian field hospital. You were thanked profusely. You found a nice little haul of food and pain relievers and yeah, food and pain relievers and instant coffee. Yeah, thank the gods for instant coffee, which in
That's
game
holy
terms,
water this day and age.
yeah, and in game terms, instant coffee. If the player is sleep deprived, you can drink a ration of instant coffee, and it will stave off the effects of sleep deprivation for the shift. So it's you know nectar of the gods and gameplay mechanics wise, pretty good. Um, After dealing with the situation at Calise, you finally got back on the road to Kluxborg to deal with the WHO situation. Upon arriving in the city, you were taken through several checkpoints to the main hospital slash research center where you guys met the current the last head of the WHO, Dr. Miriam Haake, who attempted to um, recruit the party to join the WHO's lovely village burning and, you know, very intense, um, what's it called?
Final solution.
Fuckery.
Yes, that. Um,
War crime?
No, these are just
yes.
regular crimes.
Let-
Bioterrorism?
Quarantine. There we go. That's what we're looking for. But the party did not decide to go on village burning antics because you have a conscience and you're not,
Well,
cold,
some of us.
Edwin
heartless.
and Rabbit Robert.
Exactly. But toward the end of the session, you were given the information about a possible patient zero in Wooge. I will pull you to the map of Poland, and I'll pull you back to the big Who map. But right up here, like in the city.
Okay, so you
I
just put
put
the
the
label
label there
above
so
the
I could
city. Okay,
still see the
but
city.
he's in Woosh.
Yes.
Okay.
So we got to go beat this guy to death
Yes.
with the hammer.
No.
Well,
No,
he's the guy that started all this, isn't he?
Well,
Well-
there's lots of ways. It doesn't have to be a hammer.
Well, I mean, he's patient zero, but here's the thing: he's the solution to a cure. So.
Well, then
Hey.
why'd he do this
He
shit in
doesn't
the
need to be
first
alive
place?
to be the solution to the cure.
Why would he do all this?
Oh my
Kind of fucked
God.
up.
Well,
Not
I mean,
even.
either way, killing him, we wouldn't really find out what he knew. So, I mean, either way, as usual.
Okay, we can
Yeah.
find out what he knows, then kill him.
Well, depending on what he says, you might not want to kill him, and the WHO wouldn't want us to kill him. So let's just find him and see what he's all about.
That's a load-bearing might.
Yeah, your
I have load
current
carrier.
objective.
Goes like
Your
I
current
can-
objective is to head to Woosh, find the patient zero, and if possible, bring him back to Kluxborg to work with the WHO on developing a cure, or the WHO developing a cure. And okay. And in the images and notes channel for the campaign, I posted a some of the information you were given by the WHO about who this person is, as well as an image. If you'd like to, take a second and look at that.
So who's who?
World Health Organization, but anyway,
Yep, and with that information, you can peruse when you have a second. Yeah, we will, once again, the world is your oyster, guys, and yeah, we'll pick up. And so you've been given this information about the patient Zara and Woosh. So, what do you do?
hold on a sec. So, I mean, is there anything? Well, Gorham is going to ask Dr. Haake, is there anything? Jesus Christ. Is there anything we should, that you would be able to, like, is there anything that we should get in preparation to bring this guy back here? Like, is there any sort of medical supplies or quarantine gear we're going to need for him?
Yes. Based on their last reports we had from the area around Woosh, some of the area has been contaminated by mustard gas attacks
Oh, that's fun.
as the Soviets were trying to push into Woosh initially. So yeah, we will give you access to gas masks and mop gear if you
Don't
would
we
like.
already
If
have
you need
those
it.
hazard suits? Do those, like, that we got from the CIA, don't those protect against it?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
But yeah, if you just want extras, or
Yeah, I
if
mean,
you didn't have it, they would
yeah,
have
no,
offered it.
extras would definitely be appreciated. Okay, so, do they have anything to trade here? Like any sort of like weapons or ammo or anything like that? Because the thing is that we do have the problem is that, well, problem and a benefit of the looting run we did at the hospital is that where the fuck are vehicles? The Humvee is basically completely full. It's like 10 points off, like less than 10 points off from being completely full. Which also means we got to figure out like who's in what vehicle, because the problem is that we,
The
unless
whole
like,
World Health Organization in one vehicle?
no, let me, nice try. But anyway, I'm talking about like people can't ride in the trunk of the car if it's full. Like basically each person counts as 50 encumbrance units. So like,
Yeah.
I thought it was 25.
no, it's 50. So the problem is, yeah, I mean, if there's something to sell, or like anything we could get from the WHO, like at their little base of operations here, especially because they seem to have military personnel here that might have stuff to provide. Or at the very least, maybe we could like, well, hold on. So let's see. So we've got the 3 guys in the tank. We've got Martin, Ray, and Travis. And then for the UAZ, we have, or not the UAZ, the Humvee. There's Gorham, Vinny, um, Arthur, and then did we have any NPCs with us?
Um, you have Heinrich with you
And
for as
Heinrich.
a medic.
Or Henrik, you mean?
Henrik, yeah.
Yeah, you're forgetting he's Danish, not German. But anyway, um, so that's 4 seats, and then if we rescue the guy that we're going to Woosh to get, then that's, yeah, okay. So we have enough seats for all the people. But we definitely got to lighten the load in the Humvee at some point. Especially because I thought the
Yep.
tank could carry more, but no, the tank is basically full anyway, 'cause all the ammo it carries. Alright.
That really surprises me, like how much it's already almost over stuff with ammo. But
Like, it does have a little bit of extra space, like definitely more than the Humvee does, but like, I mean, it's got basically 80 pounds of shells times 3,
hmm
because each shell apparently weighs 8 pounds per. So,
yeah. What kind of equipment are you looking to get? Because I will say that you can swap some
well,
of the extra stuff you've accumulated
I
for.
can't think of anything specific, but I was just thinking like, you know, we could possibly trade some of the extra um, food and like the extra rations and stuff that we looted um, from the hospital, or like, I mean, because I'm not making the decision for the group, because we can also just store all this shit back at our fucking bunker. But the problem is that, like, you know, if we have all this loot and then we find more loot, then we're not going to be able to carry it in the Humvee. That's my concern, and that's why I wanted to see if, like, well, while we're here and while we're with allies that might have stuff that we could potentially trade. So I don't know if you have like a merchant actor. I mean, I made one that you could potentially like refresh the table, but um, you know, if you want to say they have a set stock, or you know, there's a full merchant or whatever you want to do. I mean, I'm just trying to think
Yeah,
of like a way that we could get something useful, or you know, or otherwise just lighten the load.
sure. Yeah, I still have the merchant. I'll refresh that real fast.
Yeah, and then just drag the actor onto the map.
Yep. Yep, so I did that, and I'll drag it over to. Okay, I think I just go.
Okay, let me just see what we got here. Um, oh, javelin missile, fuck yeah. And Ooh, oh, more AT4. Hold on, wait. This is a copy. Are you sure that? Did you refresh the stock,
Yeah,
or did you just
I
clone?
am. Yeah, it was like the copy of the one you originally made because the original was weird,
Oh,
and I did clear it and then restock it.
okay. So it's a fresh load of stuff.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, the rollable tables that it draws from are just kind of like a mix of like just about everything in the items directory. So that's why you're getting such a big like
Okay. So
hodgepodge of stuff.
let me just drag the tragic school bus over here. Do you guys want to sell anything or buy anything? 'Cause I mean, I'm mainly just looking at getting more munitions for my collection of rocket launchers, which even then I'm not sure if I necessarily need. Well, the AT4s maybe, but Gorham has not fired her javelin once. So
I don't have anything that I want to buy.
okay. Oh wait, do they have? I'm looking at that fuel. I mean, I know it's alcohol fuel is. So I guess would they have fuel applicable to our either of our vehicles because the tragic school bus runs on gasoline and the tank is diesel. I understand if not, but
I mean,
Um. Oh, go ahead.
depending on the engine, like you can use a lot of things that aren't diesel in diesel engines. Like, maybe there's a old McDonald's around here or something. You could just kind of use like frying oil if you're desperate.
I mean, it's only a shift of work and a tech roll to convert it to
well, but
alcohol
the problem
fuel.
is you don't want to convert it because if you convert it, then it runs on alcohol fuel, and the problem with alcohol fuel is that you use twice as much as
Yeah,
regular fuel, which also
but it's more
multiplies if you're going
available.
off road, and especially on a tank.
Do we have any diesel to use, or is the real question?
Well, I think the tank is full. Yeah, the tank is
Yep.
full.
Mm,
What I'm definitely thinking of doing is we have a bunch of weapons that do we have weapon parts? Yeah, we've got. Well, are we? Oh, okay. Question, Emily. Are we on any kind of strict like time crunch to get this guy? Like, will we have enough time to maybe do some like downtime, like scrapping weapons and all that kind of stuff?
Yeah. Yeah. There's no current time limit to find
Okay.
this dude.
Um. So let's see. We don't have. Do we have weapon parts in the group stash? I mean, I see the two in the Humvee, but I don't know if there's. Because we have a whole bunch of fucking like rifles that could be, um, like AKs that could be potentially scrapped for parts.
I got AD tech. I could help with the scrapping. I know
Ray, you're our
nothing crazy though.
tech guy of the PCs, right?
Me?
No, I said Ray.
Oh, sorry. Oh, I thought you said
Hey,
Rick.
Martin or Marty.
Oh, sorry. I'm so sorry. It's been a rough couple of days.
Everything okay?
I was just working long hours. That's all.
Oh, okay. Um,
You're all good.
let's see. Yeah, Ray, do you want to do the tech rolls to scrap the weapons for parts? Megas?
Sorry, what was the question?
Well, so you're our tech. You have our best tech. We have a bunch of AK-74s that haven't been used since like the start of the game, and it could be broken down for weapon parts.
Sure.
So hold on. How many? Just need to double check the rules for parts. So scavenging for parts. Um, Make a tech roll, extract a number of spare parts of the corresponding type equal to the number of successes you roll up to a max total weight of the equal to the items themselves. Okay. So yeah, Emily, will we have time to do some scrapping?
Yeah,
Okay.
you have time.
All right.
All right. Can anyone assist me?
I think Vincent, you said you had a point attack, right?
Yeah, I have a
So you can
D
bring-
in tech, but
yeah,
I have
so
an A in intelligence.
Well, here's the thing: you can bring him up to AA.
Yeah,
So.
awesome. I was gonna offer help actually anyway. So
Okay. Roll then.
I would like to mention while he's doing that, I'm removing the spare AT4 and adding that to my collection. Because
Sure.
Gorham plays this like she's in the Bad Company duology and just carries multiple AT4s.
Okay. Would you like to push that roll to get like additional parts?
Sure.
hell
Nice.
yeah.
Okay.
Oh, nice. So we get
So
3.
yep. So how many weapons are you gonna be breaking apart? Like how many total? Because we can just condense this to one roll, so we're not here for
I'm
too long doing
personally,
it.
I mean, obviously everybody else can weigh in, but I'm thinking just getting rid of the AK-74s. Like scrapping those for parts. Selling well, because Vincent, you already have an M82A1 already, so we could sell that one because it'd probably be worth more.
Yeah, I
To
got
sell
my
it.
Barrett's fine.
So I thought you were Canadian, not Southern, but
He's Southern Canadian.
he's whiskey.
Ontario.
Sorry, I spent too much time along the Americans.
Upper Canada will rise again.
It just happens when you touch the gun.
Straight Alberta. It's Canada's Texas.
Oh God, that. Oh my God.
Oh my God, dear Lord.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, so are you saying, Emily, that basically the role he did applies for all 6 AKs?
Isn't it that for each encumbrance unit of supplies we have to scrap, each encumbrance unit can
That's a
become
good
one
question,
spare
actually.
part, and then each success we get on the roll is one spare part we get.
So
and the
what
higher
is
the
it?
roll, the
Well,
more
I'm
we
looking in
scrap this
the
shift.
chapter 5 with equipment and vehicles. It says you managed to extract a number of spare parts of the corresponding type equal to the number of successes you roll up to a maximum total weight equal to the item. If it's weight 1, then theoretically that means we could get up to 4 parts, and because I think that the weapon parts are 0.25 each, right? Let's see. It's tools.
You
Oh, it's
get
0.5.
you
I
get a
thought I
possibility of 2 each
Okay.
for each of the
Yeah, because they're
assault
0.5.
rifles.
I thought they were 0.25.
You're good.
So in that case, so if you're saying we use that roll for all 6,
Yeah.
okay, so then we get 12. All right, so I will delete the AKs, so we don't have 2 people accidentally deleting something that was. Okay, and then weapon parts. Oh, hold on, we already had a stack of. Why did we have 2 stacks of weapon parts? Hold on, I'll just combine the 2. So we should be at 18 total. I mean, not 18 from the roll, but 12 plus what we already had.
Yeah. Cool.
And then as for the Barrett, I'm going to add the Barrett to Gorham's sheet and then sell it and then just put the funds in the group balance.
Sure. While you're breaking down the weapon parts, give me another tech roll. This will represent you doing like maintenance on your
Whose
vehicles
dog
and like
is
weapons.
in
Or
labor?
I get a +1 for that.
apologies, that's my little dog singing me the song of her people because there's a parade that's gonna be starting soon and it's gonna drive her up the wall, unfortunately. Because yay, yearly fair.
Singing you the song of her people. It's the first time I've ever heard that. That is
Yes.
fucking hilarious.
Where's the okay currency?
So the song of the dogs people would be like, "Who let the dogs out?"
Okay, so hold on, currency. So we got 1,000. Though actually, hold on. How much are the AT4s each? Oh, only 200. Okay. So I would like to buy the AT4s because I mean I've been making good use of them against like light vehicles, so we got plenty of other shit to
Sure.
sell. So, so 200 piece. So I need to add the fuck is the group fucking fund? So we should be at 1,000 some. I think that's right. Which it probably isn't. You know, any like the 5 viewers I have on average will probably chew me up for my poor math skills, but because we got 1,000 from selling the Barrett. There was 200 something in the group loot, so basically just because I'm taking 800 for the AT4s, I just actually hold on. So actually no, I definitely did it wrong. It would be 400 and something, like 440, like 430 instead of 1030. So let's see. So buy. Oh, hold on, wait. By the way, I mean, if Emily, I mean, if you or anybody else want to be doing anything, I mean, I'm just trying to get this figured out. So
Yeah, it's fine.
I'm just mainly talking to myself.
I'm just shaking my head right now
Why?
because talking to yourself is just what you're supposed to be doing here at all, man.
What?
I understood what he said very well.
You're like the digital version of Boomhauer from King of the Hill.
The digital
That's what I was
version
thinking of.
What?
Man,
So
you
King
sound
of the Hill?
like Boomhauer there, man. I tell you what now.
Who is that?
It's a character from King of the Hill.
Oh, okay.
And the funny thing about like the character Boomhauer, he's based on like an actual person that
Oh
called in and
yes.
complained to Mike Judge during the Beavis and Butthead days.
Yes, I remember that.
Imagine being that guy.
Man, I tell you what, man, I'm
Uh,
hating it. That Beavis and Butthead and wrong influence on the children there, man. Mike Judge, I hate you. Anywho, actually, hold on. How did you're able to scrap ammo, right?
That's how we made all the javelins.
Right. Do we have um Yeah, bunch of assorted fucking random ass calibers, but okay, so I'm thinking of probably just instead of like just you know a pattern of like buy sell of like just selling the domestic food that we have because number one that weighs monumentally more. Um, we've got 55 field rations which don't expire. And then we could just get a boatload of currency that we can use for something else. Do you guys agree with that?
All right.
So,
Cool, whatever.
all right, I will add the domestic food to Gorham's sheet, delete it from the vehicle, and then I'll just sell it and then put the money in the group balance.
Yep. And there are like 2 stacks of field rations if someone
The
wants
fuck?
to.
Hold on.
Yeah, there's a 55 stack and a 22 stack.
Oh, okay, I did not know that. Oh, that does checking that though. That does remember we need to buy some fucking water. So let's see, merchants to sell food ration or domestic food. Damn, we're getting 620 currency out of this. So sold that, and then I'm gonna buy. Do they have clean water? Because we don't have that much water. I mean, they only have 3, but that's still 3 rations of water. So I'm gonna just buy 3.
Mhm.
Okay. I mean, I don't know if you guys have looked at this merchant, but if there's anything that you think we should get, just now would be the time, probably.
What are you buying?
Oh, boy.
Throw an egg and he dies.
All right, so merchant Zelda trained for this. I'm gonna break all the pots and steal all his money.
Or you could just walk up here and click on the icon, but
Anybody got a wooden bucket and a good sneak skill?
oh yeah, we're playing this like Skyrim now. Okay.
Oh, jeez.
This is not Fallout the RPG, where you distract the dude and then stole his Nuka-Cola Quantum. Let's not go down that route again, guys.
But I love stealing.
It was a good route. You gotta admit.
It worked phenomenally.
I've got
Alright.
good things on sale, stranger.
You sound like Jesse Ventura.
Let's see. How much is the instant coffee worth? I'm not going to sell all of it, but hold on. Yeah, because it doesn't have a price listed on it. And I know that's an item on
Let me
the
look at the scrounging table.
yeah, because it's table.
It is worth 10 times however many you have.
Okay, so the base weight is 10, or the worth is 10 rather.
Yeah.
Okay, so price of 10, and then I'm thinking sell maybe half of them, I guess.
Sure.
Well, I mean, I'm asking everybody else. Like, do you guys want to sell half of them, get some money, and also lighten the load in our fucking vehicle?
I mean, how much would we really need?
Exactly. Like, we don't need 32.
32 fucking... God, what was it? Where is it? Group loot.
Do we need any vehicle spare parts? That's something that I
Well, yeah, actually, yeah, because the Humvee took reliability damage. We need to get that fixed. But I think Does it? I mean, I know it requires a part. Does it require a roll? I can't remember. It's been a long time since it came up.
I have tools, and it
Um,
says the tool.
if
I
you have
need
the
to use the tools to repair things, so I assume it's a roll.
All right.
Yep.
But I mean, I guess if you fail, maybe you just take longer or something. I don't know.
Probably.
Yeah. If you fail, you just take a little bit longer rather than it just not happening.
Okay. Sold the coffee, and then there's actually. So am I the only one at the merchant? Because I had something to say. Ideally, is Vincent over here?
Yeah, I can be over
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, well, I was saying, like, maybe like you're helping me just like unload stuff, for, like maybe the transaction happens all at once, but she, shares a story. It's like, did I ever tell you about the coffee incident?
Oh, sorry, don't believe you have.
Yeah, well, it's just because, and I mean, I
He's
cross and
Scottish now.
for, yeah, and like for reference, I think I told this one in the other game, but not in this one. So managing two different
Oh,
lists, but I don't think Astron has heard this one because he's missed several. But Gorm, like she's talking, it's like one time my senior year, I was making some coffee before I went off to school. Instead of water, I accidentally put some Red Bull in the back of the coffee maker. I was halfway there before I realized I forgot my car.
I'll say Vincent just laughs in character too. That's me.
Gorm smiles at that, laughs a little bit as well, and saying, it's like, you ever seen Back to the Future and how there were like the flaming speed lines when the car went back in time?
Yeah, yeah.
That was me.
You
I
mean the
was
skid
thinking
marks?
of what was that cartoon? The Flintstones.
Yeah,
They
Yeah.
run to make the car go.
Yeah, I was like, well, in this case, it's like, why use the car? I was already halfway there. Though speaking of since I mentioned Back to the Future, there was actually a guy in
Yes.
my neighborhood who drove a DeLorean up until I shipped off to Basic. Last time I spoke to him, I asked him if he still drove it regularly, and he just says he drives it from time to time.
Okay, now that is funny.
Cargo?
Oh,
I
I
sure
love
hope
it.
it does.
Oh, I love it.
So
that was great.
Actually, I've seen a DeLorean once with and it had an out of time license plate. It was fantastic. I mean, they're beautiful cars. They're
Yeah.
wildly unpractical, but they're beautiful.
yeah, I mean, I like the design of the doors, but anyway,
Yes.
so let's see. I sold the half of the coffee, and then I sold the domestic food, and then we scrapped all the AKs. Let's see what else we got here. I mean, definitely cleared like almost fucking 50 units of space, which is great. Oh, we do have spare gasoline. That's good. Something I'm wondering is why exactly do we have a small still in our car?
Did we have an alcoholic or something?
Yeah, that's me.
Well, we got plenty other
There you go.
booze that
There it is.
that's already bottled up and doesn't need to be brewed. So
If one of our cars runs on alcohol fuel, just give them a hose.
well, but the problem is that alcohol fuel like takes it actually takes time to make it, not necessarily like weeks, but
Right.
like in game, like you have to set up the still and you have to spend a bunch of time
Yeah, it takes
gathering to get
shift.
resources. And the thing is that we have whatchamacallit, a 192 units of gas in reserve, and on top of that, was agreed that we're not like tracking fuel while we're on mission. So, we already have, I think, a large and a small back at the base, right?
You have an industrial-sized one at
Oh,
the
even
base.
better.
Because you spent you spent
Jesus.
development points.
Yeah, exactly. So it weighs 20 points, and we could probably just build another one. Do you guys want to just sell this one to get to lighten the load and get some money?
Yeah, just sell it. We don't need it. We have an industrial. Are you kidding?
Exactly.
You know how
So
much an industrial produces? It produces like 10 times what? It produces like 100 times a small.
yeah, exactly. So I'm gonna
The
sell
issue
that
is
one.
gathering anywhere near enough material to actually use it.
All right. So I'm moving this
'Cause you need to gather
still,
the
the
same
Gorm
amount.
sheet, and then let's go to the merchant. I wish I could like select myself as the tragic school bus and just sell straight from the car, but as far as I know, you can't do that. Still 500 currency. Fuck yeah. Okay, so we have. Damn, that still fucking did a lot of. Went a long way in clearing out some space in the trunk.
I mean, it's relatively heavy. It weighs like
Yeah.
5 on its own, right?
No, it's 20.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, that's
Fuck
why.
that.
Yeah, so and I'm just gonna look over one more time to see is there anything else we could. Does everybody have a plate vest?
I do. Wait, no, I only have a flak vest. Plate vest?
Yeah, plate vest has two to the chest armor instead of one.
Oh, I thought it
I
had
have
3,
flak.
but still. I only
Okay.
have flak, but I'm the sniper, so.
So, Ramba, does Travis have a plate vest?
Nope, only flak.
All right, well, I'll just buy all the plate vests then.
Does that mean we both get one?
I mean, all three of you get one, and then we have one spare. Which actually, and then
Fuck
yeah, I guess
yeah.
I'm asking now, Marty, do you have a plate vest or just a flak jacket?
Let me look real quick. You know,
I'm
Yeah.
just gonna add my flak jacket to the group loot because I don't want to carry it.
I've got a flak jacket and a Kevlar helmet.
Okay, so I'll buy the 4 plate vests. And then you guys, like all 4 of you, just add a plate vest to your inventory. Which, I mean, I can actually just drag them all that I bought into the fucking tragic school bus, and you can guys take one at a time or something. But I think you could probably just drag it from the inventory, like the items directory. That'll probably be faster. So
Items directory. Oh, yeah.
so
Okay.
I'm just I'm gonna delete all the plate vests that I bought because there are 4 of them, and 4 people need plate vests. So now everybody has a plate vest, and I think, well, I'm pretty sure Arthur already. Oh no, he only has a flak jacket. Vincent, I mean, you could maybe give him your plate vest if you're not gonna need it.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I'm the sniper. I'm definitely the last one that
Yeah,
need
whereas
it.
he's like a close
And it's
quarters
stupid
guy.
heavy.
So
Yeah, give it to him.
all right.
I'll take my flak jacket back.
Where are these? Are I don't see them in the car.
No, I didn't put him in the car. I'm saying search in the items directory, and you should be able to just drag a plate vest onto your character sheet.
Is there a way to put existing armor in a backpack or something? Or take it off? Or just delete it?
I would
You
just.
can put it in the bag, or you can stuff it in a car.
You can. Well, what you can do is if you open up the sheet of the vehicle and you have that alongside your own sheet, like you can drag stuff from one inventory into another.
Oh, cargo, right there.
So the
okay, got
caveat
it.
is that it doesn't delete it from your sheet. It basically just copies it. So basically, like what you have to do is like drag the
Yeah.
vest onto the vehicle and then delete it from your sheet.
Okay, got it.
So
Yep. And then plate vest. Drag a plate vest onto. Yep, there we go. All right, all done. Why is it called the tragic school bus? I've always
that
wondered that.
that dates back to the first session of the game where like the only time Gorham, well, actually, yeah, the only time Gorham ever road killed anybody, like the most kills she ever had were in the first session, basically when we were driving out of the prison. the original composition of the party was in. She ran over a bunch of Soviets that were in our way, and Blitz was the one who came up with the name Tragic School Bus for it.
Oh, okay.
Now, how he came up with it, I don't know, but it's like the whole Patrick thing. The inner machinations of his mind are an enigma. But yeah, anyway, Emily, I don't know how much you were present for, but there were 4 plate vests.
Yep.
Gorham bought all 4, and then they were given to basically everybody that's here except for Gorham and Vincent, because Vincent didn't want it.
Yep. I already put one on Arthur's sheet, so his
Alright.
sheet's updated.
Wicked. Now let's see. Definitely gonna buy that javelin missile, because it's like, how often do you fucking see those up for sale? So, and then I will just update the current stack. So we are now up to 8 javelin missiles. Also, by the way, Emily, hopefully, I mean, I can't imagine you would, but like, there's not going to be any sort of nitpick about the fact that I'm 16.14 points overweight, which is literally just from a few loose shotgun shells.
Nah, it's fine.
Lovely. All right. So, okay. So that is basically all the shopping that I was wanting to do. I mean, they've got a couple of. Actually, hold on. Whoa. Do we have a chemical agent detector? Or actually, well, is that something that the WHO is providing us?
Yeah, they'll provide them to you.
Okay, so we don't need a. Well, I mean, are we expected to give it back, or will they give it to us as a gift?
I believe that they are. Yeah, it's a small kit. It's not disposable. No, they'll give it to you, and you can just keep it. It won't be something you have to give back.
All right, perfect. So I'll just add one of those to our stock. So I'll add it to the cargo. Okay, so perfect. We've cleared up like roughly 60 units of weight. So there's no further shopping that I want to do, at least. And also, yeah, we fixed the Humvee, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
I already updated the reliability.
All right. If you guys are ready, we can hit the road.
Let's go.
So.
All right. Okay, so we'll pull you back to, guys, the map of Poland. And the party is down here currently.
So are we gonna go track down this patient zero guy?
Yeah, Veroni, Gorham says, like snaps her fingers and thumbs up.
And where's he at? Cleese or somewhere else?
He's in Woosh.
Okay.
So, which, by the way, do we know if this, whatever the fuck unit is? I mean, it just says 5, but I don't know, like, what,
It is the 5th Infantry Division, the 5th Mechanized.
US?
Yes.
All right. And I mean, are they still there, or are they, like, is that something, because there are US troops here, right? Would they be able to tell us?
Yep. What they'll tell you, I will have you like roll for it. They'll just tell you this is you're like making idle conversation. So I'll advance the time. So it's around it's evening now, or 6 p.m. Yeah, so the 5th Mechanized was near Calais, but then they were pushed back. Um, Currently, that entire like group is scattered, and yeah, so there's like pockets in places, but there's no like like one location they're in.
I was wondering if there are any like if there are any like um officers potentially in that region. The reason why is because I'm like basically if we get pulled over, or like flagged to stop, slow down, etc. Like, is there any way we could get like, and Gorm even makes the joke, doctor's orders, um, from Haake to, say like, for example, if any U.S. officer, um, says like, because we're all NCOs, so like, says like, hey, what the hell are you guys doing? Then it's like, well, we're on our way to do this on the authorization of the World Health Organization. So like,
Yeah,
is that something we can get just so we have like actual proof of what we're doing?
yeah, you'll be given documentation where you can move through.
All right. Obviously that's just assuming there's anybody still there, but if there is, then I'd rather be prepared. So.
Yep. All right. So yeah, you're given the documentation where you can move through in case you meet any people who are stop and demand papers. Some information that you will learn, however, because there is like a mix of like U.S. and like Polish troops and like NATO in Kluxborg. What they'll tell you is that um, if you have to head back up, wherever you're going after you go to Woosh, you need to steer clear of like Kepno and the surrounding villages, because they're the local force of the Silesian Corps, which is like Poland. Um, they have been getting very
Kill on
they're
site.
still friendly, but we've received reports recently that they're allying themselves with a group called the Jagged Sword, which is it's a you know Poland for the Poles, and everyone else needs to leave,
So
basically.
basically you're saying that they're hostile to everyone and anyone who isn't Polish.
They're gonna build a wall and make Russia pay for it.
Yeah, exactly. And I also
Basically.
because there was
And
I made
Germany,
it.
and Austria, and Hungary.
Yeah. Poland's
Make Poland
revenge.
great again.
Yeah.
Basically.
Isn't the current leader of Poland, isn't his first name Donald? Hold on, I need to double check.
Possibly. I don't know.
Prime Minister of Poland Donald Tusk. Rearrange a few letters and the last name you get Trump. Or like add a change Tusk to Trump and
Oh God.
I'm not saying he is. I don't know anything about him other than his name and what he does, but anyway,
Of Poland or Holland?
Poland. Poland's
Okay.
prime minister is a guy named Donald Tusk. At least in right now, but back in 2000 alternate timeline, I don't know. So, but I remember, didn't we hear a rumor about? Because I made the note, like
Well,
the Bad Company reference.
but isn't it would be the alternate timeline where the Eastern Bloc or the Soviet bloc didn't collapse, right? So it would be wouldn't the whatever like the Communist Party of Poland or whatever.
Well,
right?
here's the yeah. Well, here's the thing is that in this timeline, so the Poland actually, like the Warsaw Pact actually fell apart, and if memory serves, Germany reunified. Like basically the war began in either 97 or 98. So the timeline in this game diverges after the Gulf War.
Yeah. Because it was 91 that the Warsaw Pact dissolved and Boris Yeltsin was elected president of Russia. Then 92, the Soviet Union didn't collapse.
Because the Gang of Eight coup succeeded.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah. So like Germany is fully unified and on the side of NATO. So. But what I was going to ask, yeah, that's the real tragedy, Ramba. But so didn't we? I mean, because I made a note of it here, like the Bad Company reference. Didn't we learn at one point a few sessions ago that there were apparently, like, people trying to steal gold or something like that, or that there was gold stored
Yes,
there?
you learned of a rumor that a group of Americans, they
Bad
discovered the
Company.
location of a yeah, they discovered the location of a cache of well, as I described it, yes, it's possibly Nazi gold that they've discovered
Wouldn't
in
surprise me.
Poland from World War II.
Now, why the Nazis would fucking stash gold in in a country they invaded instead of bringing it back to the motherland, I don't, or the fatherland, right?
Likely some kind of forgotten stash they didn't get to bring back.
Maybe,
Yeah,
but I
they
mean, you
kinda
figure.
were like
Mhm.
fighting against like the enemy of a Jewish Asiatic like nation, so they probably had to leave stuff behind when they were coming over.
Fair. Um,
Yeah, there's
uh,
a cache of gold, and the last you had heard is that there's a group in Kepno who possibly has more information about it.
okay, but didn't you say that the Silesian Corps was in Kepno, or were they in the city adjacent to it?
They're in the village adjacent.
Okay. Well, maybe we can check it out on our way. Well, I'm sorry, I'm just trying to get a sense of our priorities and everything that's kind of going on. So we're going to Wooge, then we're going back to Kluxborg to drop off the guy and get whatever reward. As for the mission with the canisters, are we expected to report back to the CIA bunker?
Yes.
Okay.
After you've dealt with that, they want you to come back and just give a report.
Yeah. So maybe what we
But
can do, I'm just mentioning this ahead of time, is do you guys want to, like, after we drop off patient 0, that we swing up to Kepno and then head back to the bunker, because it would be on the way.
Sure, I don't have a preference.
All right, well, just wanted to ask, because I mean, I want to do it, but I'm not going to make that decision for everybody, so. Okay, well, do I take it we need to do a driving roll to the first shift?
yes, please.
Okay, Gorm is driving the Humvee as always.
I have maybe a dumb question. Like, isn't our long-term objective just to get out of here? So,
Yes.
like, what's preventing us just from like driving west?
Well, the problem
Our
is like,
consciences.
well, that too, but the problem is also, finding a boat, like getting back to the United States, because I mean, yeah, we
But
could
like, we
theoretically.
could go to
That's
France
also
or
the big
something,
one.
right?
Yeah,
Technically
then
true.
France like not join into war because they're France.
I think you're thinking of Sweden, not France.
First edition they didn't join into war, so I don't know if it changed.
Yeah, and they later became a fucking
I
spacefaring
mean,
empire.
or Germany, but I mean, the point is like we'd probably be more likely to find a boat just by retreating west.
And
So
going
I'm just
across the
wondering, like,
coast.
what's the narrative reason for us staying in Poland and just doing all this stuff? Because like, why can't we just drive west?
Probably because the game would be a lot shorter, but
Yeah, they're in the future. I do plan to have you guys leave Poland and go back to the U.S. because there is like the hostile water stuff did add like water travel and
yep.
like
There's
boats.
even like a specific like plot arc for
Yep.
finding transportation north and getting to that boat before it leaves.
Yeah. So that will be coming up in the future. I think currently the party like you're just working to like make things better and just
Yeah, that's
like
about right.
at this point like
Because
I have planned for you guys to leave Poland and it hasn't like the arc hasn't occurred yet. Megas and Ramba.
Okay.
I'll just take the train west.
Yeah,
Doesn't
that
some
does.
of our PCs have like a whatever their personal objective is to like make things better here, as opposed to just getting back to home?
Well, the thing is that at least with Gorham, I mean, her big dream is make the world great again, and the thing is that she's like, um, she's not necessarily tied to any one location. I mean, she obviously has friends and family back home in Arizona, and obviously wants to help her own country, but like you know, part of her willingness to stay here and try to make things great is the fact that as far as she knows, there's no way back home. So it's like, well, might as well make the most of it. That's just me though. If there is a route presented, um, to get home, then she would probably take it because it's probably one of those things like, might not another get a chance.
Okay. I mean, obviously, like for gameplay purposes, we're doing stuff here, but it just seems like in real life they'd be like, "All right, let's just go to the west and we'll find
I
a
mean,
boat there."
that's kind of, well, because you join mid game. Like when we had the original roster, which basically by this point only Astron, Blitz, and I are a part of. Like there was a session zero type question of like, does the party want to stay in Poland or do you guys want to go home? And the majority voted of staying in Poland just to kind of experience, you know, the struggles in Poland before eventually going back to the U.S. So
Okay. Yeah.
like that's just
I was
basically
just
like,
wondering.
yeah, no worries.
That's perfectly fine. I'm glad you asked.
But
But
yeah, I mean, most
yeah,
Twilight 2000 games have a kind of focus of like just get the hell out.
yeah. But whether they actually get to that point is debatable, and by that time the campaign is usually fallen apart and ended
Basically,
because
yes,
people
because
can't make up their goddamn mind.
well, and that, and especially the fact that like, um, you know, you usually aren't. No matter where you start, you pretty much have a pretty much straight shot at just driving off the map anyway. So, like in terms of like starting fuel or fuel that you obtain, and even if your vehicle breaks down, you can basically just walk to the finish line theoretically. So it's largely just resources that kind of keep you in Poland, but for like or wherever the game is set. But I mean, we're loaded, so
Yeah. As for the game's history, there is no organized navy left to take you home, so
yeah,
it's the water travel is the big thing.
yeah.
Crossing the ocean is difficult.
S-
Yeah. But they, like I said, they released the Hostile Waters like
Supplement.
module supplement, yeah,
Yeah.
or what it's called, that actually allows you to do that. And of course, once you leave Poland and Europe, then that's kind of up to the GM because there's no like for fourth edition, there's no like there's no lore for the United States that
Well,
isn't
there
like
is. There is. It's just there's not like a full module for it.
yeah.
So like it basically would fall on you to have maps of whatever region of the states that the boat is going to. Um, and like
Yeah.
there is the referee section that has like a lot of detailed you know history and like a summary of what's going on in the U.S. and then obviously the timeline details like the fucking president and what sort of bullshit he was doing.
Yeah. But yeah, we'll get to that eventually, and but yep. But
Anyway,
yeah,
so
I
driving
need a
roll.
couple.
Yeah.
Yep, from I believe from Gorham and Ray, I believe, or I forget who's driving the tank. I, it shocks me that I forgot
I
who
think
drives
I
the tank.
am.
Yeah, right.
I mean, I'm one of the drivers.
Yeah, so probably you.
Yep.
We would get
I was the driver.
we get a +3, I think, or +2 because of the road.
+3.
Okay.
Need me to roll?
Yes, please.
May wish to push that.
Yeah.
Okay, so the tank's one reliability, but at least something worse doesn't happen.
Yep. You do not break down in the middle of going through Poland. Okay.
There's a GIF that I need to find. I used this in the Fallout game, but that would very accurately summarize what would happen if. You can keep going. I'll look for it.
Yep. Okay, so you guys, in your first shift, you move 1, 2,
Oh, here it is.
6, 7, 8, 9.
I'm back. What I miss?
Yeah, the time. Well, just in a nutshell. So Gorham got you a plate vest.
Oh, cool.
Whether you plan to thank her or not is up to you. But
That's
anyway.
that's rightful payment for enduring the barrage.
But the other thing is, yeah, we basically just hit the road, and I mean, successful driving rules, but a push and one of the vehicles took some damage.
Hmm.
Yep.
And that's why I posted that Jurassic Park GIF in the Great Escape chat.
Yep. Okay,
I see.
so you spend the evening driving. It is currently
Wait.
midnight.
So hold on, wait, we are. What the fuck? Where are we? On the
You
map.
started down here, and I moved you guys up 9 because it's 9 on road for both vehicles.
Okay.
Okay.
We last slept during the night shift before, right?
Yes.
Okay, so we're gonna have to pull over again. I'm thinking pull over in the woods, I guess, if we can do that.
Sure.
All right.
Okay. Give me a recon roll to hide the camp, and well, a survival roll to make the camp first. Yep. I always forget the order of
By the way, you know
operations
the
here.
timer's still running, right? I don't know if that was intentional.
Yeah. Here, I'll pause it for the time being. You can guys can make your rolls.
Okay. So Vincent, you have high survival, right?
Yes, I do.
I have BC, so I can assist you.
I have AB survival.
All right, so you're AA with my help.
Awesome.
And then that's Gorham actually says to you while we're setting up the camp, is like, you remember when we heard about that crazy guy out in the woods?
No.
Cannibal Man.
No, I'm not talking about the werewolf. I'm talking about like the that one guy. Like we heard a rumor of like implicitly Simmons, but possibly not.
Because he thinks it's going to be
yeah, I
another
heard
George
of that.
Martin
I
goes,
remember
la,
that.
la, 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 I can't hear you.
I remember.
Gorham asked about that, and I think you were there in character for that revelation.
I do remember, yeah, I remember
But
that.
she says, like, there was a news story shortly before I enlisted about an escaped prisoner who was caught camping in the woods. It was a clear case of criminal intent.
What?
Release me!
Okay. You make camp safely.
This is from the reaction I'm getting. This is Arthur.
Fading away, a little bit of his life force taken every time.
Jesus Christ.
Dramatic much?
Nope, really just matic.
Oh boy. Okay. I need a recon roll to hide the camp, so you don't risk getting found out in the middle of the night.
It says the war is paused.
Yeah, the game's paused.
I'm glad everyone could just take a quick timeout.
But yeah, I need a recon roll from whoever is hiding the camp, please, for this shift.
I can do
I
it.
just paused the world so the time won't continue to move, Marty.
Okay.
I have AB recon. If someone gives me help, it'll be AA.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean,
okay.
I'm still helping you, so.
Awesome. Well, I guess I'll push. I'll take a stress. Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Oh, Jesus Christ. So, yeah, we don't.
See, I don't know. This bare hilltop looks really good.
Man, you pick up your binoculars and you have a look through them,
Oh,
and the cap is still on, and you don't notice.
Well, so the good news, I mean, good news, two good news. The first one is that um, setting up the camp successfully is more important than hiding it, because failing to set up a camp
Right.
can result in mishaps,
It
which could be,
causes issues. But
yeah.
failing to
Where,
hide it just means it's not hidden.
yeah, like I mean, yeah, if you fail to hide it, then it's entirely dependent on if anybody passes by.
And if they decide to, do something about it.
Yeah, which I mean, those Russians tried it last time. It just didn't work out well for them. So, well, actually, it kind of, depending on it. I mean, the survivors it did work out for them, but the guys who tried to kill us initially and got shot, then yeah, no.
No, they were just pretending.
So,
All right.
um, Vincent, would he be able to keep watch in the night? Like, when did you last sleep?
I don't know. Y'all have been passing time
Well,
without me.
because what I'm thinking is maybe Emily, could it be possible that because he wasn't doing anything actively last time, that maybe he could have just been getting some
Yeah.
rest after the
I could have easily been night watch.
Well, no. I mean, like, so
Yeah.
the last time we did night watch.
Yeah, I'll rule that yeah, I'll rule that he has been resting since he hasn't been here.
Yeah, especially because we didn't like get in
Like when
any
you were in town and
combat.
stuff.
Yeah, there's nothing like he would have needed to be awake for because we didn't
Yep.
get into combat or anything. So. But yeah, Gorham is going to sleep because as the driver, she needs her Z's.
Okay. So how many people are gonna be sleeping during this shift?
Not me.
I'll be asleep.
I would probably sleep. I have pretty bad recon anyway, so I, don't, I probably couldn't help if I was awake.
Okay. So it sounds like Gorham, Megas, Ramba, and so it's gonna be God damn it, Vincent. And are you just gonna be watching alone, or are you gonna be watching with another person?
It's up to the other person.
I mean, I would say, Arthur, if you want to.
I'm a good recon guy.
Yeah, because I was gonna say, like, you could sleep during the car ride to Wooge, like during the rest of the trip, and then just be up in the night. And that way, because apparently it's toxic to you, like, yeah, you don't have to endure Gorham's jokes both during the night and on the road.
Well, I'll know they're happening, and it'll hit me with a dark feeling.
You're gonna have
Regardless.
nightmares.
Yeah.
Like, why is he having a seizure in the in his sleep?
You did this.
All right.
No, this is basically
So
Arthur in his sleep. God, that movie sucked, but
God damn it. It sucks that I know exactly the movie you're talking about. And
yeah.
yes, that is a very shitty fucking movie. Okay. So, do this about halfway through the shift while you're keeping watch, Vincent. So are you like patrolling the camp, or did you um um like make yourself a sniper's nest in a tree? to,
Yeah,
like,
if I can, I'll
watch?
find some raised position or climb up in a tree, and I'll take a stationary, quiet position, and I'll use my night vision scope to keep watch in the dark around camp.
Yep. Okay. So about halfway through the shift, it's about 3 o'clock in the morning. You see that approaching the camp is a group of like peop like 8 people. They don't look like military people, they look like civilians. And the thing that you can pick up is that they look very like look cold, they look hungry, like very like sickly. That are like approaching the camp.
Oh,
What do you do?
okay.
Remember when I was talking about the Walking Dead tabletop earlier?
So, anyways, I started blasting. No, I'm gonna go wake up the party, or at least like one of the party members be like,
Hey, yeah, there's a bunch of civilians. Look like some kind of. They look like they're seeking charity.
Well, who are you waking up, me or somebody else?
my buddy is. Where is that on this sheet? Bio. Gorham's my buddy.
Yep. So,
So I go wake up my buddy.
yeah, she says like, oh, "What's up? I was having such a wonderful dream."
There's a bunch of refugees or something. They're approaching camp, and not sure what they want, but they look cold and hungry, and they probably want a lot of things.
So she just, like yawns, stretches involuntarily, and then cracks her neck, gets up, and is like, "All right, I'll go talk to him."
That wasn't a yawn.
I'll cover
No,
you.
well, no, I say, well, who says that's the only thing she did?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have a yawn sound effect, but I had that sound effect as well. She did a number of things as she woke up. So,
Oh boy.
so, she had to throw that in as a bit of a character callback. But anyway, so she goes out and you know, uh, do I have night vision goggles? I don't remember. I think I do, but not that it really matters. So we have a campfire. So there's some light, and then Gorham, sees these people approaching, and I mean, not really in a raised voice because she's trying to be mindful of everybody else sleeping. Says, "Hey, how you fellas doing? Is there something I can help you with?" And she does have her gun on her person, but it is also checking to see if these people are armed.
I'm gonna quietly get back in my little sniper's
Yeah.
nest with my Barrett. I'm not pointing it at them, but I'm in an Overwatch position if it's somehow needed. I am the enforcer in the trees.
All right.
Yep. Okay. So as like go over and talking to them, one of the refugees who you can kind of pick up as their leader, he will kind of like stop the others moving with him, and he'll say, "Thank goodness. Do you have any extra food that you could spare for
Nope.
me and my group?"
I don't care. Let me just check our stockpile. Um, So we got 77. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, we have a ton of food, don't we?
Yeah, Gorham says, I mean, taking a look at, and you said they were all like very like sickly, starved looking people.
Yeah.
So, taking pity on them, Gorham says, yeah, of course. I mean, we can provide you with a little something just to keep you carrying on. Do you, I mean, what's going on here? Why are you guys all out here in the middle of nowhere?
We're traveling through. We're headed to Wailun, like down here, this village.
Down
And
in which village? I didn't see it.
yeah, we've
Oh, down there.
oh sorry, let me
I was just wandering around my apartment, so I didn't see it.
you're all good. But yeah, we're headed down to Wailun in the the southwest. And we ran out of food, and would you mind if we just spent a couple hours by your fire to warm up?
And just to confirm, these people do not have any weapons.
They're like lightly armored, so like pistols and like uh like melee weapons, nothing
Knives,
like no
clubs.
rifles.
And how many did you say there were?
Yeah. 8.
Okay. I need to double check some because this might actually be a perfect use of that fucking instant coffee.
Yeah, I will say I can't shoot that many people in one turn. So if
Yeah, you're
things
not
go
Simmons.
poorly, it would be good for us to have another person up
can.
on watch.
Hold on, where is the instant coffee? So it. Fuck, I gotta check the table because we didn't write a description for it. Instant coffee removes sleep deprivation. And from what I can tell, it's not. Oh, interesting. It's not like Alien where it gives you like a bunch of stress and other debuffs. So, so Emily, if I have some of the instant coffee, would I basically still count as being rested this shift?
I think it just staves off the sleep deprivation.
True,
for
but
a
it's
shift,
like, I mean, assuming I don't
and
get
you
a
have
full
to
night's sleep.
next shift.
Well, it doesn't say that. That's the problem. It just says remove sleep deprivation.
Oh,
Yeah, I added for one shift because it's just very vague. Yeah, if you would take it the shift, it would stave off sleep deprivation until you can actually take a rest.
Okay, like until I can actually properly sleep again. All right.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, what the hell? I'll use it just because I mean, we have two. I mean, granted, we have two people on guard. But yeah. I mean, a third doesn't help, or it doesn't hurt rather. So yeah, Gorham I'm going to use one of the instant coffees, so we now have 15 instead of 16. There are 8
man, we found
people.
plenty of that shit.
Yeah. Even after selling half of it. Gorham is going to. Let's see. I just need to do some quick math. You said there were 8 people.
Yeah.
So if I gave them like 2 days rations each, we'd still have 61. So, out of the goodness of her heart,
I'm
Gorham is
down
going
for
to
that.
give. So we got from 77 to 61. So she gives.
Vincent will even help distribute it. And
Yeah.
stuff.
So like she basically gets a like those little like plastic like sealed boxes like crates kind of.
Yeah.
Maybe we just have them like our stuff organized in boxes or spare ammo cans or whatever the hell else. For just prevent them from being like crushed or spoiling or whatever. So Gorham just gets one of those cans and gives it to the leader.
In our group loot, we also have like where is it? We have like 40 homemade vodkas. We could also give them one of those as like a disinfectant / gift that's near worthless to us anyway.
Yeah. Well, not to alcohol and Arthur, but
we have 40 of them.
Yep. That's at least 3 days worth.
Yeah, so we'll still have like 2.5 days
So yeah, I mean, if you want to, and sure. Because we also have, well, I was going to say the Reynolds Brothers old fashioned country moonshine, but that is I mean
I
we
marked
want to
off
help
one of the homemade
we
vodkas.
want to help them, not kill them. So or at least keep
Well,
them.
Yeah, just taking a whiff of that is enough to well it you know, don't drink it in an enclosed space because how strong it's brewed. Why do you think most of the Reynolds clan are like, you know, like,
Spooky?
well,
Stupid.
crazy,
That
and
too.
then also in game, like, yeah, most of the Reynolds brothers, their intelligence are like C or D,
And I
like,
think it's
and
Clueless
they
Neither
Cletus
of
who
stand
them
just
have
C,
straight up
C,
doesn't
C.
the
have one.
same. Yeah.
just kind of
But yeah,
drools.
Well, I didn't. What when we met him, wasn't he like sniffing like exhaust fumes on the on his vehicle, or was he sniffing something else? So long ago.
he was working in the he was working in the same room as where they had their still set up in
Oh god.
Sulashao, and
Oh my god.
yeah. There's a reason why you put those in a well ventilated area and don't like linger too long. But yeah.
Well, they threw Clueless Cletus in there because it's like, well, I mean, I guess he can't smell. It's like, no, it's not that he can't smell. So he's just too stupid to to register it. But anyway, um, so yeah, Gorham gives you know a crate, not really a crate, but like a box full of um, rations to the guy, and says, there's like a few meals worth in there for all of you.
I can't begin to say how, thank you. Thank you so much.
Well, you just said it. What do you mean you can't? What are you hiding?
I can't begin to,
Highly suspicious.
thank you enough. There we go.
Gorham
God.
says like, you're not you when you're. She's like, to go to her. It's like, you're not you when you're hungry.
God, that makes me think of those. 'Cause that's like a really stupid Snickers commercial where it shows just like an absolute asshole, and then it's like, eat a Snickers, man. You're not you when you're hungry.
You're a real
I
fucking piece of shit. You know that guy? Eat some fucking candy.
basically. And yeah, so to thank you for like the food and supplies, I will do a couple rolls on the rumors table that they will
Oh,
share with you.
so we did get something out of that. I mean, Gorham would have done it anyway. It's
Great.
just nice to know there's.
Okay, I'll
Oh boy.
roll and then I'll reveal them for you.
Damn. They write down some question marks.
Okay. Basically, they give you the same rumor about you know, there's gold in them there hills.
Do they?
And they
Then
Well,
were
I'll ask.
harboring the fucking Riddler.
I'll. I'll. I do want to ask this before the others are revealed. So they're telling us the same rumor. Do they tell us more about the rumor than we previously heard? Like who the survivor is, and like where he or she is, if it's a he or she, etc. Like, do we get more details out of these people that we didn't get the first time we heard it?
um they give you a little bit more information. They'll tell you that um yeah, there's a survivor in Kepno. From what we understand, it is like an American. We're not sure if it's a man or a woman, but yeah, you know,
Do you know the person's name, even if it's just like a last name?
um, Johnson, I believe, is what we
No.
heard.
Here I was hoping it would be something like, I don't know, Marlowe, Sweetwater, Haggard, Redford, along the lines of that, but it's fine.
Hmm.
So, all right, well, so Sergeant Johnson, but no, not different character. But anyway, okay, so we get that, and then what are the other ones?
This is a really interesting one.
Oh. Oh, indeed.
Yep. And the reason why that Orebro,
It'd be
whatever,
or Abro,
is
probably because it's a alternate setting.
yeah, it'd be if you're doing a campaign in Sweden. But yeah, it's Battle of Calais in Poland.
So its last reported location is in the area. Is that specifically this hex, or is that somewhere else that these people have been to? Like
would
where
say
did he? Yeah, where was the last? Okay,
here.
so in Sadek. So I'm gonna make a note of that.
Yep.
Just copying that so I don't have to do all the like change the outline and all that bullshit. There we go. Were those the only two rumors, or was there anything else?
Yeah, it'll just be those two rumors that you get from them. Well, actually, yeah, I'll roll a third time and see if there's a different result. Just for, well, just to see if it rolls anything different.
I had a feeling it was going to be that one. This time we get a name,
Lord.
Simmons. Or alternatively, they know him as the demon.
The demon of the woods.
Yep.
Or they hear it's like he has a calling card of sketches of corpses with bullet holes in their heads.
Every time that gets brought up, I think I've blocked just how like messed up Simmons was from my head.
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, I mean, he's only just a guy who, you know, kills underage soldiers and then draws a picture of their corpses.
Get a paper on the floor, Hoppy. You're not a goat.
Are you sure?
He's not the greatest of all time? Okay.
Fuck you, I was thinking that.
So the question is, with this rumor, is it the same monster or a different monster?
It is the same monster, I will say, just, you know. Yeah, we've heard that, well, yeah, I'm sure you've heard about the Butcher of Calais, but there's someone worse out there that we've heard about.
Well, I mean, Gordon's like, well, we dealt with the Butcher of Calais, so hit me with it.
The butcherist of Calais.
The butcherer
Yeah, and,
of butcherers.
Okay. Yeah, so we've heard that, in this kind of, in the woods around Vola. Wait. Yep. Like here.
No, I think Zadunska Vola is one word.
Yeah.
So you're thinking
Yeah,
Lask.
yeah, Lask. Jesus. Or Wask? No, I don't think that's right, but
I don't know.
yeah.
But either way.
Yeah, we've heard rumors that there's, someone or something that's out in the woods, and yeah, we've heard, steer clear of that area if you don't want, if you value your life. Just, if you head over there, be careful.
So you've only heard it, not seen it.
Well,
that kind
if
of
we'd
most
seen it,
rumors?
we'd be dead. You wouldn't be hearing this from us. Yeah. Hmm.
Okay. Well, you for sharing that information.
Yeah, we're glad to help. Just, be careful out here, and again, just thank you for everything you've given us.
Oh, of course. Gorm says, and is also like, by the way, I have a little question for you.
Of course.
I'm just trying to pull it up because it was funny and I shared it before. Well, in a um, different thing. I didn't have it on my list. Sorry, I should have saw this coming. Oh, God damn it. Yeah. So Gorm asked, like, when I was asleep and when I woke up, I just had a really weird thought. Uh, why are you
Oh
in a
God.
movie but on TV?
I mean, you can be in a TV show.
Well, yeah, but I mean, yeah, but that's a specific. I mean, maybe, but
If you
And you can
think
get
about
on the
it,
big screen.
if you really think about it, right?
You aren't
So
on a TV show. Well, you can.
if you're if you're
You're
in a
you
in a
just
movie
said
TV
it
show, but you're
yourself.
on a TV screen.
and on TV, maybe that's like, how you got like male and female plugs? Maybe movies are women and TV is penis?
Maybe TV is penis. You heard it here first, folks.
Hold on, that's going out of context.
I was about to say, that's just asking for a quote.
Um,
Y- you've confused me greatly now.
It makes sense, doesn't it?
No.
no.
No. Straight up not having it.
Not at all. In any way, shape, or form.
Oh, shucks.
Okay. Okay, with that, do you have anything else to say to the group before they
Well, I mean, Gorham. I mean, out of politeness, I mean, it probably would have happened, during like mealtime or whatever. But she does introduce herself and asks for the leader's name. You don't have to give a name unless he becomes like a recurring character. But and then Gorham obviously. I mentioned this in like a text post, but like she obviously gives them
Yeah.
all of them Chuck E. Cheese tokens. So
Cool. Yeah, this is just a one-off group, but yeah, they'll accept the Chuck E. Cheese token, and yep, thank you. It's very nice to meet you, Gorham.
yeah, it was a pleasure to be meeting you. Quite a pleasure.
All right, so with that, the group will, you know, thank you again, and then they will head out, and that will bring us to 6 o'clock in the morning. All right, so are you guys gonna start to get up and like head out again, or gonna rest for another shift, or you know, what's the plan for today, guys?
I go to sleep.
Yeah. Um. So well. Oh yeah. We gotta subtract the food and water ration, so I'll do that for. I'll just do it from the vehicle sheet first, so I'm not taking my personal rations. Just because personal rations is what we're carrying in case we're separated from the vehicle. So we
Mhm.
have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'll subtract 6 of each. So you guys don't have to do your sheets. Are we counting rations for Henrik because he's an NPC?
Yeah, no, you don't have to.
All right.
I'll just assume that any NPCs you have with you will always eat and drink themselves.
Okay. So I subtracted the water, and then for field rations, so 61, that would be 56. Or actually, no, it would be 55. So I don't know why I said 56, but okay. So subtracted food and water, so we're all good to go.
All right. So, yeah, y'all load up into the tragic school bus and the forget what you did you name the tank or
The Lone Star.
Yep.
Yep. I couldn't remember.
That one got a serious name, and I'm not sure why.
Because of the driver or the commander of it being Texan.
Ah, that'll do it.
Yep. But yeah. So you load into the vehicles and yeah, you get on your way. Okay. So I had a question for you as you approach Woosh. Um, are you like uh, r- to draw your attention back to the report you were given about uh Suzdek, when basically
He has
I can't
Dick in his name.
names. So like these like these three villages, like this little cluster in the report you were given is that back in March there was a gas attack, like a mustard gas attack there. Are you going to like button up both vehicles to where you won't have to possibly be infected by it, or
Well, hold on. Are you talking about a gas attack in Wooge or a gas attack in these surrounding villages? Or
in
in
the
one
surrounding
specific?
villages?
Well, we're gonna have to fucking get out of the vehicles at some point, so we kind of need the our suits on, because it's
Okay.
like, if the vehicle gets breached, or we like have to get out or whatever, then we still need to have our suits. So
Yep. I was
uh
mainly asking like it. Excuse me. It won't be a thing where I'll have to do it like every like stretch. It'll be more like every shift that you spend in the contaminated area. You will have to make a stamina roll to avoid like feeling the effects of it. I
but
just wanted to clarify
if
that.
we but if we're in sealed suits, we don't have that problem, do we?
No, as long
Okay.
as you keep on the suits, you don't have to worry about
Okay.
it.
I was gonna ask, do you guys want to look into the downed Black Hawk on our way there or on our way back? Because I'm very curious about that. And in advance, Emily, like, you don't have to like, if the Black Hawk is actually there, the documents are there, like, you don't need information on them like written down immediately.
Yeah.
Where's the Black Hawk?
Sadadic.
Oh, no. Yeah, we should probably maybe go there first.
Yeah.
It's so close.
Yeah. So just basically just
Before
drive
someone else gets there,
right. So, because I'm just curious, and Gorm is a very curious, childlike individual, so woman child more accurately. But anyway, so yeah. So do we need to do a drive? Would it be one or two driving rolls to get to there? Because it crosses a road, but it also crosses into open ground. Although actually,
It'll just be one.
okay.
Is there a scene that has I know that there is a tile city maps that has like a downed airplane. Is there one in the
A down plane, because I think isn't there one with a downed helicopter?
there's a downed plane, I know. But
Let me just. I'm gonna open up the like look in my manual sort of folder for the maps. Just give me a moment, please.
yep, it's all good.
Where is fuck? Okay, no, not that.
Yeah, this is a little bit off the cuff because I didn't roll for these rumors beforehand.
Key advice:
'Cause
always do, so you can
yeah.
prepare. Let's see, urban ops. So it is map map 7 that has a crash plane. They got like split into 3 parts.
Battle map 7 or custom map 7?
Battle map 7 and urban ops.
Okay. Ops.
You can preview it yourself before activating just to make sure it actually is. I mean, that's what, like, number 7 is how it's numbered in the urban ops files, but that doesn't necessarily mean it actually is.
Yep. Yep, that will work. Something like that. Yeah, I'll just pin it to the bar for now.
Okay. Was this town subject to a gas attack, do we know? Or was it just the little
Yes.
string? Okay, so
Yeah, it was
Um,
mentioned in the
right.
the file you were given by the
Right.
WHO.
Well, that's good in the sense that there's probably not going to be anybody else here. So, all right. So I'll do a. I mean, we could potentially just leave the tank here if we want, and not have to risk, doing 2 driving rolls. But it's up to Ray, honestly, because you're driving the tank.
What's my choice? I mean,
Well,
what are we
I was just
trying to do?
asking, like, so we have 2 vehicles. We're basically just zipping into Sudek to get the documents if they're there. So, which that could be achieved with just the Humvee. So I'm asking you, do you want to drive the tank in as well?
I don't think we should split up.
All right. So then we're both doing driving rolls, I guess. Would this count as checking the terrain modifiers? Travel. Let's see, terrain. Oh, terrain types. Does this count as, never mind, actually, no, it wouldn't. Okay, so, well, we get a +1 to this because it's open terrain, technically.
Yep.
Alright, first one is me. Because I had the April Fool's token selected.
What's the bonus on this?
But you get a +1 for the terrain type. Oh, shit. There we go.
Crisis averted. Okay, I'm just copying your guys' tokens to the smaller map. Okay. Yep. So you move into that area. No issue. Okay. So you, yeah, you pull into Sadek, or how you pronounce it. And yeah, you find this is like a passenger plane, but you know, it is like a helicopter. And yes, indeed, you see the town has been like deserted. And
Is there still
it's
lingering gas, or has it dissipated?
It is dissipated, but yeah, there's no like mustard gas like
Well, I'm
actually
asking
like
because we have
in
the
the air.
chemical detector, and I just wanted to make sure that, I could confirm that the place is safe.
Yep. Yeah, if you want to use the chemical detector,
I
yeah,
don't
it
think it
just takes
requires
a stretch.
yeah, so
Yeah,
just,
it doesn't take a.
yeah, so.
Yep. Yeah. Currently, like, there is like a low level amount left, but not like a big amount that's like detecting. And because you are wearing like the mop suits, if you would get out, you wouldn't have to make a stamina roll to resist it.
Okay. So hold on, I got sidetracked for a second. So you're saying that there is still a trace of it?
Yes, there's still a trace.
All right. So I mean, Gorm says, I mean, I'll do this. You guys can stay put, or you can come with me, whichever. So Gorm gets out, goes over to the helicopter, and well, I mean the helicopter's there, right? You said.
Yeah.
Okay. Does it look like there's any kind of like crate or anything, or even just like documents in a dead person's hands, that kind of thing?
So as you approach the downed helicopter, you
Gun in
see
hand, just in
that.
case.
Yep. You see that it crashed like probably at the beginning of April. So it's been like broken, twisted like metal from like the crash and like explosion.
I'm amazed they had a jet running in April.
It's not a jet. It's just the jet's representing the helicopter.
Oh, sorry.
You're
Right,
fine.
that makes way more sense. I'm sorry. I just stepped back in. I got called away.
Well, just as a recap, yeah, I mean, at least Ray and Gorham were in favor of going to check out that helicopter crash on our way to Woosh.
Okay.
The problem is that there isn't actually a map with a helicopter on it, so
Yeah, I get you now.
Yep.
which is really weird. You'd think there would be, but
Right.
I mean, technically the hospital map has a helicopter, but it's just sitting on a landing pad.
Right.
Yep.
Not.
And well, considering that there's no like official like thing for like helicopters or planes currently.
Yeah, it's not
Even
like
though they have-
helicopters were a thing that were common.
Yep. And I won't go into that, but yeah, you go up to the broken, twisted Black Hawk, and as you're like picking around inside, you do see that there is a kind of like the big like like the briefcase, or kind of like like the like stereotypical like secret agent, like the big like bulky like
Is it handcuffed to a
briefcases.
skeleton, handcuffed to a rail?
Well, handcuffed to a skeleton, but yes. Something straight out of like a secret agent man type
Right. Well, if it's just like
movie.
yeah, if it's just handcuffed to a skeleton, Gorham just kind of you know I guess, because I don't know what her jokey personality or not. I guess, yeah, what the hell? She offers the guy a handshake, and then like, is slightly surprised when like the hand just pops off and the suitcase falls down. And then there's like the Toy Story moment where like she like holds up the the arm with the suitcase still attached, like Woody holding Buzz's arm. It's like, I got it, and then she realizes she's also holding the arm. Oops. Hang on. Before leaving the scene, does the guy have is it like a key unlocked thing? Is there a pin code, like a combination unlock, or is it just like little like flips that you can like unbuckle and open it up? Like how does this thing open?
It does have like a combination lock on it, and the body is like you can't find anything else on the body because of how burnt and desiccated it is.
Can a tech roll be done to try to, I mean, even if it's not to figure out the combination, but also to just like
Yeah, like jerry it open. Yeah.
brute force it? Yeah. Gorham walks over to the tank, walks over to the driver's side hatch, bangs on the hatch for Ray to come out, and yeah, I mean, assuming you do so, she says like, yeah, got this case here. It is currently locked. Do you think you could get it open?
Stop bothering me. I'm biting.
He's what?
Go away,
Going
baiting from
fishing, I
fucking.
think.
Can Martin like provide backup and be
Whoa!
like, "I'm here"?
What?
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 Baiting alone, partner?
Yeah, my okay, yeah, my bad. I thought
What?
when you said provide backup,
Yeah.
yeah, okay, I got a little mixed up
Oh,
there.
Back
I
up
don't
that
understand
gas.
what's happening.
How can that get mixed up? What else is there when there's just a lone soldier up front?
No, okay, you're getting the details confused. So Gorham
I'm just
went out to the helicopter, went to got the case, had a little bit of a Toy Story moment with the arm of the skeleton that was holding it. Went over to Ray, banged on the hood of the tank to say like, hey, I need a mechanic's touch here, and then of course Ray was making a fucking idiocracy joke, which may or may not have actually been a joke. Who knows? But
I'm joking. I open
Okay.
the hatch. I'm like, here, give me the damn thing.
all right. So I made sure to remove the hand first.
I appreciate that. There's probably still residue on it or something.
No, it's,
too.
well, it's just a skeleton, but
Okay. What kind of roll do I need to do?
Tech roll, please.
Let's see. I assume I get a +1. I have various tech roll bonuses.
It'll just be a flat roll.
Okay.
Yeah, if you had the locksmith specialty, it would
yeah.
give you a bonus.
Boom.
All right, yeah, you crack that puppy open real easy. Pat yourself on the back, man. Yeah, you managed to get it open, and as you open, the, you know, cue the scene from what's it called? That is Samuel L. Jackson and John
Pulp Fiction.
Travolta in it that has the briefcase. Yes, minus Quentin Tarantino's weird foot thing, but
Yeah, it's Dan Schneider syndrome. Well, actually, I think he predates the world champion child molester, but anyway.
yeah, but yeah, in a scene, reminiscent of Pulp Fiction, you flip open the briefcase, and inside you find several like thick like dossiers full of documents. And as you're like, open them, like flipping through them,
Ooh,
these are
documents.
indeed, yeah, these are indeed
Documentes.
related to Operation Reset. And I'll give you some more information later. But congratulations, you found, you found a crucial piece of, the failed Operation Reset that several people are, you know, it's the MacGuffin, if you will, of you know, dealing with Operation Reset in Poland. Congratulations.
Do we know what Operation Reset is? Is this some lore that I'm not
Yeah,
remembering?
Operation Reset was basically so there was a after the original like offense in Europe, like the height of the war, failed. There was, if memory serves, and Emily, correct me if I'm wrong on this, like Reset was basically a new plan that was cooked up. But when that plan went to pot, that was when the U.S. troops got the good luck, you're on your own. Like it was part of a second offensive, but there was more to it, and like
It
nobody
was the
really.
last major offensive of a war that was already dying.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Okay.
like
So there's
Operation
like,
Reset was
holy shit.
it was a big deal in universe, but um
All right. Well, I'll tell the group, I guess. Gorman's the one that's most interested
Gorham.
in it, right?
yeah, yeah, a little bit like, oh, interesting.
Yeah, I
Vincent's
forgot
definitely
that
interested
Oh,
too.
is there
there's
now?
actually a handout in the referee's manual that I'll show you guys.
Okay. So this is all the kind of, this is what I'm reading here is just the kind of thing that, like, at least the first page is what Whiskey would be whacking off to, but a bunch of unit formations and milsim tactical deployments, yada yada yada. So so the second page is, primary mission Operation Reset has pushed Soviet forces back to their original start positions inside Russia and established a demarcation line used for negotiations for a peace settlement. Oh, so Gorham's definitely taking an interest in this. Yeah, Poland is an allied nation. Citizens are our friends.
And what you learn from these documents is that when Operation Reset was, they pushed it through, they began it. One of the big reasons why it failed was because basically the Soviet Union had more strength than than the U.S. forces realized. Which, when we tried to push, they pushed back and
They
we
push harder.
lost. Yep.
Having read up in the referee's manual recently is making this really hard to stay quiet. I have so much more meta knowledge these days.
It's all good.
I'm pretty sure I would be too if I had ever gotten around to GMing like standard T2K, but I have more
And
outside
the
box
cool
ideas.
thing
So.
is that I actually own the physical box set because
Same.
yeah. And when you go through the box set, there's actually these are actually little documents you can actually look at stuff, and it's very, very cool. I'll have to post some pictures after the session of what they look like the physical versions. But yeah, you find this information among the crashed Blackhawk, and yeah, congratulations, you have a piece of the puzzle that a lot of groups are gunning for.
So
Whether
the
that,
question is, do we have a sense of why everybody is so obsessed with it?
Is there anything controversial in this document?
Yeah, it's basically Gorham from her standpoint is just a lowly sergeant.
Maybe names of agents involved,
or what those agents were playing. Because basically,
right,
from her standpoint, as just as a lowly grunt, is that this is basically just a battle doctrine, and she doesn't really understand why. Especially if this plan already fucking failed, why it's of
I
such.
imagine if it's a allied document, it might have allied agents' names and shit.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And so the Soviets would want it to get those agents, and the Allies would want it to deny the Soviets that info.
So
that's my first guess.
Yeah. Does it have information on the agents? I mean, I know that's not necessarily. Well, is that written here? I mean, I kind of read it, but I skimmed over the deployment, units and stuff.
Yeah. It doesn't, but yeah, I'll say that you find the names, and I'll give you a list after the session.
No matter what, if it's a classified document, it's going to it's going to be talking about things that it would blur out if it weren't classified.
Yeah. The question is,
it's going to be oh yeah, agent so and so.
Out of curiosity, Gorham is going to look on the list. Is Klaber's name on that list? Is he one of the agents that's listed?
Yes.
Okay. Well, that's good because it definitely establishes her trust in the guy just that much more, that he is who he says he is. So.
Yep. Yeah, I'll make I'll post a note in the images and notes channel about all the information you get in depth after the session.
Sure.
Just so to have it
yeah.
in a more condensed format rather than just
I definitely want to
op orders.
Hold on to it. Obviously, Gorham is definitely going to consult. I mean, because Ray's here, and then the tank crew, and I mean, I guess hell, just call for a group huddle. It's a pretty big find. Just saying so. I feel like this could be used as a bargaining chip, but at the same time, if people know we have it, then they might be gunning for us. What do you guys think? What should we do with this?
I think it should be put somewhere. It should be safe. Take it back to the Allies.
Yeah. So, I mean, the only problem. What?
People could
We're
die
the only ones that know we have it. As long as no one says anything and I stare around suspiciously, we'll be okay.
Yeah, because Gorham says it's just. I mean, I'm not going to tell anybody we have it. It's just the only question is we should really hash out who's going to get it, because the problem is we haven't The only like U.S. faction that we've delivered, like that we've been in contact with is like the cell of CIA forces. We
Sounds
haven't
like a
actually.
good idea to me.
Well,
Their
hold on.
intelligence.
Well, hold on a sec. The thing is that, I mean, they've been honest and straightforward with us in the time that we've worked with them, but I feel like that could flip very easily if they, depending on the full 9 yards of what's in this, which again, Emily, depending on what you write up and like what's in it, that might influence whether Gorham would be willing. Gorham, at least, everybody else can weigh in, but like whether it would be a good idea to bring it to the CIA. Like, if it mentions some sort of like contingency plan that we didn't know about, that they didn't want us to know about, then that could basically put us in their crosshairs. But at the same time, it's like we haven't encountered any other, larger formations of like U.S. troops. So. Because I mean, it's like I am tempted to give it to the CIA, but the problem is that it depends on A, what is actually fully in it, and B, what like whether they would be more likely to reward us or try to silence us. You know what I mean?
Well, we could always make copies.
Right, but the
Maybe
problem
we should have
is
just left it locked and taken it to the CIA.
true. Well, I mean
Too late
that's
now.
yeah, exactly. Because the problem is that with the the CIA, that like even if we made a copy of it, then they would still know that we knew. Especially where, I mean, at least from what I understand, like Gorham and Ray definitively read through it, and presumably everybody else would have access to it. So, like, we know, and if we're delivering a copy to them, or even in the original document, they'd still have a reason to suspect that we have seen it and therefore know.
Right. The moment that case was opened, it's no longer
There's
a
no longer
sealed
ambiguity.
dossier. They just have to assume we know.
Mm-hmm. It's the difficult thing, so. I mean, I'm considering maybe.
Hell, we could just burn it. Get rid of it.
True, but the thing is, I mean, I'm also wondering, like,
Make sure no enemies ever get the names of anything important. Make sure we aren't in the CIA crosshairs.
honestly,
Never say anything. We never came here.
It's like what's so controversial about this? Sorry, I must have missed that.
well, in terms of, because the problem is that Emily said there's more to this document than what was shown in the handout. The problem is that she hasn't hashed out what that is.
Right.
We
Might be
don't.
something to fully
So
figure
we have
out
to wait until
before
like we
next
actually
session.
know what it is.
Yeah,
Right.
because the problem is that like if it's some sort of like contingency plan that the CIA. Like the CIA, so when we first met them, they told us about.
If Operation Reset doesn't work, we're gonna nuke Poland.
Well, yeah, and I
We
mean
will drop the moon on Earth.
Yeah, well, the thing is, like, they
The
told
secret
us.
space rays.
They told us about, Operation Clean Slate, or however. I mean, I came up with the idea with Operation Clean Slate, but I think it might have gotten a different name in this. But like, they told us about that. But I can't help but wonder, maybe there was something else, something worse that they didn't tell us about. Like, that's just a possibility. Like, the problem is that until we know, like,
Right.
what is actually in that document, that really influences like who, if anyone, we should hand it off to. But as I was starting to say, I'm starting to actually kind of side with Vincent's idea of just fucking burning the damn thing. Because like,
especially if it's an allied document, they don't need it. We just need to deny it to the enemy, and then seems
Yeah,
like
and
the
the
safest way to get everything we want.
yeah, well, the problem is that I can't think of a single situation where we give it to somebody and it doesn't somehow lead back to us.
Right.
So let's just figure out what's in it,
Well,
and then just
we'll have a
burn it.
campfire tonight. Roast some marshmallows.
Yeah. I will get that posted probably a couple hours after the session today, just
I can
so
help
you guys can,
brainstorm if you need any
Yeah.
input.
Yep.
That'll
And-
mark our final decision once we actually know what it is fully.
But yeah, so you get those documents. You are able to close like the briefcase. It doesn't lock, but it does like close securely. So you
Okay.
can like store them for now.
Yeah.
Right, we
Because
busted open the lock, didn't we?
yeah, like
Mm.
brute forced it. Because I mean, I'm thinking like what
I
we
mean,
can do.
I got 3 successes. I feel like maybe I was a little more elegant than that.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
So it can lock.
Oh, so
Yes.
we could just lock it and hand it to someone as well. Say, hey, we haven't opened this, We
I
did
don't
so
think that
good
they
on
would
that
buy
roll.
that.
I don't know. I mean, it's
But-
locked.
Like,
we don't
if-
know the
if-
fucking code.
If we
But yeah,
We could.
if
we
we're
would
not
probably be,
confident
deception,
giving it to someone,
though.
let's just
We'd have to
delete. Let's
roll
just
for
burn it.
Right, burning
Yep.
is safe.
but the bottom line is you can safely close it, lock it, and store it again until you decide what to do with these documents.
Yeah, my vote is basically we just kind of continue on. It's just that we keep it
If we
locked
lock
and then
it again, can we unlock it? Do
Yeah.
Yeah.
we found out the code. Our locksmith took the time.
well, I mean the good news we already know what's in it, so we don't need to reopen it.
Fair.
And the problem is that if we say, "Oh, this is the code," then that kind of suggests to whoever we give it to that we have opened it and know the contents.
Well, right, we wouldn't tell them we know the code if we knew it.
So, but yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm definitely in the mindset that like let's just wait until we know what it is before
Yeah.
we decide who to give it off to, and if it's something like really, really severe that would potentially get us in hot water, then I should just fucking burn it.
Agreed.
So just kind of rain check it, and then maybe we just do this mission at Wooge, and then be on our merry way.
I agree.
All right. Yep. So you secure the documents, and you were not on the road because you're slightly on road, but also
Yeah, it's
off
like
road
like
because
an
of the
off-road, one of those like backcountry trails.
Yep. And so you are now. I'll advance the time. Say it's like an hour has passed. Okay, you can now get to Wooge. All right. So let me. Gave myself a paper cut. Ouch. But
Oh shit! Do you have like a medical tape or anything?
it's not bleeding at all. I
Alright,
just like notebook. Great.
Why I don't have, I'm not comfortable with paper.
Mhm. I mainly use I usually keep like a notebook by the thing so I can jot down a note faster than opening up a like a documents tab. But yeah, so I'll party approaching from that side of town. Somehow forgot to get Gorm's token copied, so I need to put you back on the map. There we go. Alright, so I'll pull you to the map. And yeah, you'll be approaching from yeah, southwest going northeast, yes. So yeah,
Okay.
as you pull into Wooge, you find yourself in a you find yourselves in a fairly the town it's been, kind of bombarded, but yeah, the buildings are standing. There are a few craters and rubble, but otherwise, town's in fairly decent shape. And okay. So are you going to bring I'm assuming you're going to bring the tank up and then hide it, correct?
Do we know? Well, it was said that there was or wasn't a Soviet presence in the city. Which was it?
Um well, you heard that the Soviets were pushing up, but as you come into the city, you don't see any Soviet vehicles or soldiers. Like, so if they pushed up, then they've left. Is what you can like gather from
Okay.
that.
And Wooge, was that? It was one of the cities hit by a chemical attack, right?
Yes.
Okay, so that kind of supports the theory that they might have fucked off by this point. So, um, yeah, I mean, I guess just, I mean, how were we told exactly where the guy was?
He is currently in a hospital in the center of town.
Okay. Um, what I'm thinking for a possible battle plan here, I'll run it by everybody else, is like, Vincent, if you want to maybe get up on like this building right here, like this little building complex, um, and then scout out the hospital, see if there are any
This one you
hostile.
said?
Yeah, like this. Well, I mean, this one looks like
Yeah,
it'd be the
there's a.
biggest one realistically, but I mean, anything in this block works.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, like, get up high, so not only you're in a shooting position if things go hot, but also just so you can see what is there.
Right. And this big building is the hospital.
Yeah, I believe so at least.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So you can get up in the buildings easily. Make me a recon roll to like make yourself like a nest, like a sniper's nest, basically.
Well, to hide or to
Okay.
spot.
Like a bird nest.
Place some eggs.
Well, to both hide and then to spot, basically.
Okay. I can do that. Recon. Any modifiers? Because I have scout for +1 for spotting others. Does that apply here? Or do my fatigues apply for setting ambushes and staying undetected?
The fatigues would apply. You get that
Got it.
bonus, which is the same one from Scout, so +1.
That's one success. I'm gonna push it because I'm a big brave boy.
That was worth a try.
Yeah. Yep. So yeah, just drag your token to where you'll be, like.
Have
But
I
this-
lost any
nesting.
stress since that last push?
If you,
Yeah,
when
you would
you
have healed
slept.
1 from
Got it.
sleeping.
Yeah, I slept once.
Would this theoretically be the highest level position? Like it looks like, I mean, I don't know, there could be like some windows up at the top or something.
Yeah, this would be slightly higher, and there is like
Okay, and
windows
I'll
and
be
stuff you can
here.
get out of.
Alright.
All right.
And I'll put myself in partial cover and brace my rifle on whatever cover I'm behind.
You got the whole
Alright.
like Gears of Duty Modern Warfare sniper post
Right.
set up when they went to shoot that guy and blew off his arm. Which fun fact about that is just a quick little thing since I mentioned it is that so apparently in that game there was actually a reference to Stalker Shadow of Chernobyl in the soundtrack, and then in Heart of Chernobyl, the new one, you can actually go to that same building and there's a sniper rifle there in reference to COD.
Well, that's neat.
Nice.
Like they referenced the developers of Stalker and COD, and then they reciprocated, which is kind of cool. But anyway, so
Oh, that mission, and it took me a second to remember. It's been a hot minute since I played that. But yeah, cool. Okay. So, Vincent went and made himself a sniper's nest. All right. So how are the others gonna be like approaching, going down these like streets and stuff?
I mean, definitely have the crew in the tank, but I was thinking of, you know, well, actually, well, hold on. Before making any kind of call, and did you say Vincent did or didn't see anybody?
Yeah, what do I see from up here?
Sure.
And
Is
I'll
that-
roll recon to
Yeah,
see
because that's
more
pretty
if
important
it's
to determine
applied.
like what actually should be done.
Sure. Yeah, go ahead and make me a scouting roll.
Okay, so +1 from scout. Uh, 2 successes. I'll just keep it.
Hell yeah. Okay. So I'm assuming that you're looking out like this way, like to the hospital.
Yeah, I'm mostly scouting out the hospital itself. I understand that's our objective.
Yep. Okay. So, yeah, I'll reveal the tokens on this quadrant then. Okay. So what you see, let's do down here too, because there's a couple guys loitering, is that, yeah, the town is full of very rough-looking people.
Wow.
They don't seem to be like these are not soldiers. These are
Got it.
definitely like more like marauders or like hunters.
Okay.
However, what you do notice is that there are a few like police officers who are like at every other street there is a like their checkpoint set up by like the officers. And the thing you notice about the officers that each of them seems to be wearing like a almost like a patch on like their jackets, and the the insignia you're seeing is a sword, like that's like
Oh
on their jacket, like
shit.
pointed downward.
Ah, jeez.
I remember.
So we think these are the Polish like nationalist guys,
Most likely, yes.
Yeah, definitely.
and they are
Oh,
super hostile to us, right?
We aren't Polish.
I
Oh,
am.
Ar-
So by
Arthur
definition,
is.
yes.
Yeah.
Oh, so Arthur's fine.
I'll just walk up
That's
to
it,
him and
though.
be like, "Hey, these guys are cool. Like, they're all about Poland, you know."
I
They've-
love
Uh,
Poland.
They have
I have
actively
a friend
tried
that's
to make
Polish.
peace with Poles, Swedes, or not Swedes, Soviets, and everybody.
Some of
we
my
we
best
just gave
friends
out a
are
bunch of
Poles.
food to Poles.
The issue is that these guys don't want peace. They want everyone who's not Polish out of Poland.
Well, I mean, we'll make the argument about the fact that like doing this gets us out of Poland, and also actually saves Polish
Killing us
lives.
would get us out quicker.
I'll
Well, it would probably get some
Oh,
of them
geez.
killed in the process, and then I don't think any of their guys have a powerful desire to die. So
I could be like, hey guys, you know, I'm just leading these guys out of Poland. You know, I'm just showing them the way out. Don't worry.
technically,
So why are we going through them?
we did go north, so there even is the clause that we could have been heading for the coast, find a boat. But I was going to ask for like a question, in case Vincent you weren't thinking of it. What is the heaviest weapon that these guys are outfitted with? Like, do they have heavy machine guns
Well,
or rocket
given
launchers, or
marauders and
do they
hunters,
just have
my
like rifles
assumption
and
was assault
shotguns?
rifles at most.
Is that
Marauders
true?
sometimes steal, but
The
yeah, definitely something to
heaviest,
check. What kind of equipment they got?
yeah, the heaviest like arms that they're carrying. There are a couple carrying like AKMs. So like, you know, there was like a massive like stockpile of different weapons before the war, so it's possible they didn't take them off proper soldiers, but yeah, they're carrying. Some are carrying AKMs, but most are carrying like hunting rifles or like shotguns. So
Okay,
nothing like super
so
heavy.
we have a definitive firepower advantage over them.
Most of them are civilian arms. Then
All right.
Yeah.
So Gorham, I mean, I guess, we'll just have Arthur sit in the shotgun seat, so you can use the radio or like the microphone, because I think we established that it has like a megaphone for.
we have one of those command Humvees.
Yeah, or I mean, or alternatively you can get out, but I feel like this would probably be, well, I don't know, your call.
Me?
Yeah, I mean, if
Oh fuck.
you're the resident Pole, I mean, if you want, I mean, I could, continue the social role, then just say that that's what you say. But I mean,
Yeah, I'll just I'll just be the translator, I guess.
Yeah. All right, if you want to do that, that's fine. So I'm thinking maybe we drive. So the Humvee, will drive around whichever corner. I mean, straight. I'm thinking straight up the way. Like maybe we pull up through here or something, or even just pull around the side. Like basically the whole reason I'm saying emphasizing a corner is because I don't want the tank to be visible. I'm thinking maybe it would be better an idea if they like if they initially don't see. Actually, no. Bring up the tank. Never mind. So
Pull up the tank.
Yeah. So Orm just turns the corner and you know set I mean again set announces this and then Arthur translates it. She says that you in your position, I will keep things to the point. We have not come here to instigate violence, but you do have someone in your custody that we have need of for medical research purposes and to help cure an illness that threatens the lives of thousands of Polish civilians. Uh, we would ask that you release him, uh, you know, safely, unharmed, and we will be on your way, or we would be on our way. So, and then I guess Arthur, can just announce that, in
Yep.
Polish.
Yeah.
We're done. Yep. Yep. So one of the police officers will kind of has an eye on you as you approach and then stop and then make this declaration. He will say, um, okay, so you've come to, you words, so who exactly are you here to collect?
We got the name of the guy. Let me just double check. His name was Grant, right?
Yeah.
Let's see. I mean, just get the name. We are searching for. Does he have Cap? Yeah. We are searching for Captain Grant. It is believed by the World Health Organization that he may be able to help cure this illness that is ravaging all of our people, including yours.
I see. And what is the nature of the contagion that he can supposedly help with?
So Gorm explains that, so he was, because out of character, just so I can get my facts straight, I'm asking this out of character before, relaying into character. So he was the first one who was, sick with the chemical weapon, right? Or was there some other significance to his, to him being patient zero? I mean, I know he's patient zero, but I'm just trying to remember what the, let's see.
It is the. I should have named the contagion. I
I see
realized,
it.
but
Well, symptoms of exposure to mustard gas, I guess.
The
Yeah.
rage virus.
Oh no.
So yeah. Well, I mean, mystery infection. Gorm says. I mean, there was a reported gas attack in the villages of Sadek, Pabiense, and Lask. He was yeah, he a gas attack was reported there, so very close to here, and he was reported as being the first person to um, experience symptoms of exposure to similar symptoms to mustard gas. So with his status being ascertained by the World Health Organization, Dr. Haake has requested us to retrieve him so he can be brought back and help cure, help both determine the illness, get his report on what happened here, and then find a cure for, to prevent this from consuming all of Poland.
Like, do you have any documentation that, details, that says this, or you
I
just,
mean,
talking?
Gorham, no, she just pulls out that fucking doctor's note, basically. This is why I asked to get this.
Exactly. But yeah, one of the officers will come over and take the documentation from you. He'll check it and he'll say, this looks official. Okay.
Is it?
Um,
It was personally signed by Dr. Haake, right?
yes.
Okay.
Okay. Are you able to safely transport Captain Grant?
Gorham says, yes, we have, well, in addition to having additional space in this Humvee, we have additional protective equipment for him so he doesn't get anybody else sick.
Okay. All right. If you'll pull your vehicle around to, this entrance, we can take you inside to get him.
Thank you. Gorham says, like, kind of trying to get a name out of him for pleasantries. And just so she's not saying you, and so she has somebody that she knows is at least reasonable that she can reference by name.
Yep. All these names are going to be a mouthful. I always forget. Okay. I am Officer. Oh no, there we go. That's an easier. I butchered it. Let me put it in the chat. I'm sure I butchered it because Polish is weird, or cannot be phonetically sounded out most times.
They really like their consonants.
Good news, a lot of Polish names
That is in the images.
have ski in it. Just, I mean, like things like Wierzbowski, Kowalski, that kind of thing.
Oh yeah, it's ski for a masculine name and then a ska for
Yeah, that's why
a feminine name.
Zawadzka has a in her name. So, okay, so
Yep.
Officer Ciano. So, Gorham introduces herself as Sergeant Hillary Gorham of the U.S. Army, and this is my good friend Arthur McDouglas.
Yeah, that's me.
Even though your name sounds
Scottish.
more Scottish than
I know.
Polish.
I was considering making a comment about that, but in character release, I will happily comment
The
out of
Scots
character.
Poles are a proud people.
Yeah. They're right in between the two countries.
The Scottish.
Just talk about your grandmothers. That's the one thing that'll be common among all Polacks.
Yeah, I mean, Gorham's grandmother is Polish, so.
Yep.
But anyway.
Great. Yep. He'll give you back like the documents and he'll say, "Yep, as I said, just pull up to the entrance and I'll escort you to collect Captain Grant."
Okay, so is the entrance over here, or is it where the big chunk was blown out? Okay, right there.
Just over here.
Okay.
Be like represented.
All right, Gorham pulls over the car. I mean, she drives slowly to just kind of keep pace with him, but.
Yep. Let me actually have a map that I found. Put down the token because I need to resize them because the dimensions are long. Okay. You're just gonna be walking through it, so I won't bother about it. So, yep. Pull you to hospital. All right. So you are escorted inside.
Gorham is also going to make sure to have the, because true to her word, the fucking protective equipment to for Grant. She's going to have that brought in as well. I guess ask Henrik or somebody to bring it in.
Okay. Yep, and I just put you all on the map to represent the group going.
Right.
Okay. Yep. So you're led through the hospital, and you see that. Well, first off, this map is from the Patreon of Paranormal Arsenal for this session.
I will ask right quick, just a meta question, because I'm not planning to do anything, but are you expecting there to be combat in this? Because I think realistically, obviously the vehicle crews would stay put, just to avoid, the Marauders getting any funny ideas and taking the tank. You know what I mean? But that's, that's again only if you're planning for there to be combat, which I'm not planning to start any shit, but.
Yeah. Currently, no.
Okay.
Everyone is kind of at bay and held there.
All right. As long as they're not hostile to us or seeming like he's leading us into a basement full of guys with guns or something like that.
Uncle
It's Killing
Tetris
Floor
fun basement.
Yeah, I was thinking Von Hitler's little, torture chamber in Killing Floor 2 in his mansion.
Yeah.
He spins around, the chair spins around and there he is.
But no.
Now, what shall we talk about?
That's even better.
It's actually pretty good approximation of the dude's voice.
No, he wasn't even impersonating that character. He was impersonating the guy from Raiders of the Lost Ark, the Gestapo agent.
I love it. But yeah, you'll be led to you do see that Grant is being held in an intensive ICU type area. So quarantined.
Gorham sees the ICU acronym and is like,
And-
yep, I see him.
God damn it.
I'm gonna need some aspirin.
There we go. Yeah, you were led into the ICU, and yeah, here is patient 0, Captain Declan Grant. And yeah.
Is he, seeing that he's obviously lying down and not moving, Gorham asks, is he asleep or is he under any kind of medication that sort of knocked
It
him?
looks like he's asleep according to the icon.
Well, right, but I'm wondering in reality if that actually means he's asleep or if he's just unconscious from some sort of medication they have him on or something, or if he's in a fucking coma or something else.
Oh.
Yep. He is currently sedated because, the gas attack or whatever sort of attack he was in he was in a lot of pain when he was brought in, and kind of kept him sedated for, well, since, in and out of sedation since March. So he's had a rough go of it.
Well, is he in condition to be moved, or should we wait for him to wake up?
Yeah, you can move him.
Okay.
We will help you move the bed he's on, move through the hospital and help you load him into the vehicle.
So, all right, well, then I don't see any. Now also, Gorham asks the captain, is there any medication that he's on or anything that you have that we would need to bring with us?
Yeah, he is on pain medication and sedatives, keep them,
Okay. So,
under. We will
Alright.
provide that.
all right, thank you. So we'll just go ahead and get like Gorham will lend a hand. Either like carrying the medicine or with the bed or whatever. I mean, she just like trying to illustrate to the fact that like even if this guy like based on the emblem, like if this guy is part of that like Silesian like guard corps or whatever the hell it is, like the very sort of
Nationalistic.
yeah, I was about to say like nationalistic. I just wasn't sure if that was quite the right word for it, but yeah, national is like just trying to show that I mean she's an American, but not all Americans are bad. That she genuinely wants what's best for
Yeah.
this guy and for Poland. So just a little bit of a glimpse into her motivation that hopefully the guy picks up on.
Yeah. There we go. I forgot if I put down the name of the group, but they call them like they're members of the Order of the Jagged Sword, basically. Is like the nationalist group. It has a Polish name that I will not try to pronounce because it's very weird.
Okay. Is that from Urban Ops or something else?
That is actually from like the base, like,
Oh, let's see.
or wait, is it an Urban Ops? I forget.
I don't know. I don't remember. Like I've skimmed through some of Urban Ops, but I haven't read the whole thing, and I haven't even I don't even remember what I've read other than the whole thing with the fucking Spirit of Destiny.
Yep. Yeah, it's in the base book as like the Jagged Sword. Well, yeah, I'll post the information session, but yeah.
Yeah, it's in the referee's manual under factions in Poland.
Yep. But yeah, you, with the help from some of the hospital staff, they will help you load Captain Grant into the tragic school bus.
Yeah, good thing we cleared all that fucking space.
Okay. Yep. So I'll pull you back to the main map. I will add the NPC to the vehicle.
Random question. Does Poland, I mean, I guess IRL or even just in the alternate timeline, does Poland have the equivalent of like "God bless America"? I mean, not necessarily like the more like Eagle Land version of that, but like like a national saying like "Glory to Poland" or something like that. Is that a thing?
I mean, every country would have like nationalist factions.
Skinheads.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah. They have skinheads. That probably would say something about the Virgin Mary.
Right.
Yeah, they're a very Catholic country.
Yeah. I don't necessarily mean like a
Why would
In
only
religious.
Eastern
by
Europe?
Ireland?
I was just talking. What? Marty?
Yes. It was suppressed, but Poland is incredibly Catholic, surpassed only by Ireland.
Right. Well, I didn't mean it in more of the like religious sense of God bless America. I just mean like one of those kind of sayings of like praising
but
America, like praising Poland, that kind of thing. I'm just
it
wondering.
may
Just,
very well
But the
be
Catholic
entwined
Church
with
and
their
Poland are
religion because it
intertwined.
is so entwined.
like,
Poland is very
so basically,
Catholic.
God bless Poland, pretty much.
Right.
Okay. No.
Yeah, I'll say that for now until I can
Okay. Well, I'm just saying.
Placeholder in the
make it really-
translation of
Google
If
it.
you
it
want to make it
after.
really Catholic, say Mary bless Poland.
Right. Well, I'm just asking because I don't know
Nobody gets
as.
that? Nobody understands that one?
I mean, Virgin Mary, but that's
No,
about
I
it.
understand you. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I was just gonna say. I mean, if there's
Vagina.
nothing else that that the captain says or does like after we get Grant loaded up and get his meds and all that other stuff, um, Gorham. I mean, she gives the guy a Chuck E. Cheese token and sort of like nods to him and says, basically like in fluent Polish, whatever the hell their national like equivalent of God Bless America kind of thing is, in Polish, because again her grandmother was Polish and came to America after World War II with her grandfather, so I mean she does all that to him just partially just to kind of gauge his reaction to it for a little bit of like lighthearted amusement rather than at somebody else's expense. Just kind of see, just sort of acknowledge him, but
Yeah.
also for her own benefit.
Yep. He'll, thank you, accept the Chuck E. Cheese token. He'll say, yep, just, I hope you can help. Whatever you can do, I hope you can help the situation, because we've had had a very rough go since March, and we're still dealing with the after effects of freaking gas attacks. But yeah,
Well,
just
hopefully this will be a good first step in ensuring that this problem is definitively solved. I do have to ask, do you are the people of this town ill? Because I mean, noting all the guards outside, they don't necessarily. I mean, I guess do they seem like sick or are they in good health?
they seem like worn down, but not like outwardly like sick.
Okay. Um, you know, Gorm just asked, like, I mean, is anybody else in Woosh sick this contagion?
Well, we're still dealing with the injuries from the gas attack. Well, burns and all the lovely respiratory like problems of it, and but beyond that, no one has really been sick.
So, well, I was like, well, I mean, that's good to hear. Um, obviously things could be a little bit better, but if there's any humanitarian or medical aid you need, the World Health Organization could potentially provide, you need only mention it, and I'll bring it up to Dr. Haake next time we speak.
Of course. Um, do you have like a radio frequency that we could reach you on, or reach the WHO
Um,
on?
Out of character, I'm assuming we have both, so if that is the case, then Gorham will give, like
Yeah.
open a line of communication, one or more lines of communication to this guy, so.
Yep. Yep. So you'll exchange the information, and yeah. So that will be where we pause for this session.
Well,
You
that was a spectacularly successful interaction, especially given that this is a marauder
Yeah,
group.
right? I mean, that's the whole thing. I was thinking that the whole time. I was like,
I was
Yeah.
thinking they would be quite hostile, and we'd have to tone them down with the whole, "Hey, we're trying to solve chemical warfare that wants to kill everyone."
yeah, well,
Yep.
because
Maybe word got back to them that we helped the starving civilians or something.
yeah, true.
Mm.
Or just karma shining on Arizona Sunshine's kindness. What goes around comes around. So,
We've just become we've become we're gonna be a new saint in Polish lore by the end of this campaign.
but yeah, I mean, and it's a crazy thing, but I find that people seem more willing to listen to both written orders from the World Health Organization as well as just a straightforward thing of like we need your help to get a guy that could be instrumental in ending a plague that threatens everybody in Poland. Which I mean, if these guys are Polish nationalists, then that would kind of strike a chord with them. So
Right. I think we picked a good way to negotiate with them.
yeah. I mean, that's
Yep.
that's part of the thing I love about this character is that she's very good at knowing what buttons to push.
I noticed.
Oh well, I mean, I guess those buildings. I don't know why I said buildings. Buttons. Um. To and I guess those buttons as well. I mean, she's not trying to. She just wants to make people laugh.
All right.
And it generally works. But yeah, anyway, that was a fantastic session. So I'm very glad we finally got to get
was
back to
fun.
playing.
Yeah, I'm glad. And I I've actually started like properly like fleshing out like, the disease you're going to be dealing with because I'll be honest, the reason why it's been kind of like vague, like in the game sessions is because I I wasn't sure whether to go the route of like an actual like disease or chemical weapons because trying to be a little bit realistic and not have a repeat of
Oh yeah, I know. Oh
yep
god. You say no more. I know exactly what and who you're talking about.
yep
Oh Jesus.
because it is because that like I will just short version that is come up in a previous campaign that me and Cody were in
Multiple
and
times.
yep and it was kind of obvious that it was just kind of well I'm sure he did research but it's kind of whipped together didn't make sense for the type of contagion he was trying to describe. All right. So, yeah, we'll sit and do XP question.
Woo!
So we got a base 5 and then
Yeah,
we
it's like
Yep.
5 or whatever you answer, whichever.
well,
is higher,
5
right?
and yeah, whichever's higher.
Well, no, I thought we settled this. It's minimum 5. It's not 5 and the questions. It's the
Yeah.
questions with minimum 5.
Yeah, yeah,
Right.
that's right. He just
Yeah.
phrased it weirdly.
That's what I meant.
Yep.
So,
Okay. So, did you participate in the game session? Yes. All of you did. Uh, so everyone will get the point for that. Did you follow your moral code, like during the session?
yes.
Sure. Yep.
Okay. Any other questions about moral code?
I think kill him with kindness really was applicable more than usually is, not just with these guys but also the fact of, giving a bunch of rations to a bunch of starving people. Because I mean, think about it. If I hadn't have done that, we wouldn't have learned about the fucking Black Hawk. So an entire like plot hook / arc is an entire result of, Arizona Sunshine. So yeah, I definitely followed my moral code.
All right. Did you work toward realizing your big dream in the session?
Make the world great again.
Woo!
Okay. Did you make a significant discovery or revelation? Yes.
Absolutely.
Only secret
Several.
classified CIA intel.
Actually, is it definitively
Alright.
CIA or is it just like U.S. military planning?
It's probably CIA or DIA, one of the two.
Yeah.
Probably.
Like it was a joint effort
Which, I
of
mean-
several different
All right.
like
Right.
I just
groups.
wasn't sure if
Okay.
like the CIA alone was running the entire thing, but I'm sure they had involvement in it. So.
Yep. Everyone will get the point for that.
Okay.
Did you perform an extraordinary action of some kind?
An extraordinary act of kindness. Does that count?
The only
Yeah,
thing I did
I'll
was
give you that.
unlock the box, so I don't think that counts.
I mean, what you found kind of made up. I mean, without you, we wouldn't have gotten it. So I would support.
I mean,
you
we
on
could have
that.
just smashed it open. Like
Well, if we'd smashed it open, we might have. I mean, depending on how we did it, we might have damaged whatever was inside of it. But with you, we, it was an action that led to an extraordinary discovery. So depending on how you slice it.
yeah, I don't know. I feel like it was just like a standard action though, right? Like if you just open a door and there's like something important behind it, that's not an extraordinary action of
Right,
opening
but
the
you're
door.
that's the difference between opening a door and unlocking a secret briefcase.
Alright, whatever. I didn't think it's that.
Well, what do you
special.
think, Emily?
GM's ruling at the end of the day.
You feel special?
Thank you, Travis, for that comment. But yeah, I'll give it to you because you did get like you got a fair amount of successes where you were you can reuse the the thing you found the documents in. You know and otherwise you would just had to like break already would have had to break it open. So yeah, I'll give you the thing, dude.
What about mine? What I said before?
Yeah, I'll give it to you, Cody. Okay. All right. So extraordinary action we covered. Did you perform a successful action with one or more roles related to your area of expertise?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep. So I know Vincent
I did
Gorham.
recon.
Yep. Vincent Gorham, uh, Ray made roles. And I think yeah, that was about it. You three did it. I need to do more where you guys can all make roles for the session. I realize I'm kind of handicapping some of you. Right. So we did that one. Did you travel through at least one hex on the travel map that you had not visited before? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. All of you will get that point. You went through several hexes, actually. Okay. Did you overcome one or more dangerous events using violent or non-violent means?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll get that to everyone. Because the situation with refugees, it could have gone bad, but peace.
Also,
And then
negotiating with the Marauder group,
Yeah, right.
in my
Yep.
opinion.
Exactly. Yep, so everyone will get that one. Did you risk your life for the PC who's your buddy?
Not really.
Yeah,
I didn't.
I
I don't
didn't.
think any of us were ever directly in danger.
Mm-hmm. Yep, so we'll skip that one. Did you make significant progress towards you complete your group's current objective? Yes, all of you will get that one as well. Because you
That
got
was
Grant, and take him back and deal with all the other little mission or little side quests rather on the board. Okay. Did you take a life-threatening critical injury? Nope. None of you have really been injured, and well, physically, but mentally, some may argue, but but yeah, so there'll be a no for everyone on the last one. All right, so yeah, that was this week's session. As usual, I hope you guys enjoyed. You know, if you want anything to come up or you have any questions or comments, just shoot me a message.
Do we get 6 DP like we've been getting?
Yes.
All right.
Woo!
And as usual, if you put up a recap in the the session notes channel, you will get additional 2 XP. You don't have to. It's just if you want to, you can get a little bit of extra incentive to do so. But yeah, other than that, I'll get the extra stuff that the information that you gain from the dossiers put up
Yeah.
before the next time we play, so you can have a chance to discuss what to do with the documents and plan going forward. But yeah, other than that, that is all I have for you guys today. And
Okay, well, thank you for running that. It
Yeah.
was a good session.
yeah.
yeah, glad you guys enjoyed.